Live from Arcanum Booster Stadium in Arcanum, Ohio. It's time for the Premier Health Thursday Night Lights presented by the Cincinnati Toyota dealers. Tonight it's the 2-1 Ansonia Tigers and the 3-0 Arcanum Trojans. Doug Brown along with Coach Jim Place, and down on the field is Andre Johnson. And these two teams, they are busting at the seams to get at each other. So, Andre, what do you got down there?
Yeah, Doug, this is going to really come down to a battle of styles. On Arcanum's side, they want to air that thing out, throw the ball about 30 to 35 times a game, and they want to score early, and they want to score often. Now, on Ansonia's side, they're looking to not let that happen. They want to run the ball, play that old school, grind it out, 4 yards in a cloud of dust football, and really control that clock and keep junior quarterback Bryce Schondelmeyer off the field. It'll come down who can take their game plan and assert it early on. They're going to have it raining touchdowns here tonight, guys, but I don't see any rain clouds in the sky. I'm going to get over to Natalie Walters at our Dayton 24/7 Now studios for a quick weather report.
Beautiful weather for football this evening. We're tracking temperatures that are going to be dropping into the 60s, so you may even need to bring a light jacket heading out to the games this evening. Upper 60s around 7 p.m., dropping into the lower 60s after that sun continues to set, but overall going to be beautiful weather, football-like weather for the games this Thursday night.
Joining us now, Jim Place. And Jim, two different styles of teams right here tonight.
Brownie, let's jump into football 101 right away. Vertical football versus horizontal football is one of the keys to football at every level, from Pee-wee all the way up to the pros. What's vertical football? You want to use the field from sideline to sideline. Tonight you'll see Arcanum sometimes in 5 wide-out receivers, many times. The split ends will be almost all the way to the sidelines. They want to use the entire field, and what they want to do then is create gaps to throw the ball into. The exact opposite is on the other side of the field. That's called horizontal football. They want everything to go north-south. They want to restrict the field to about 1/3 of the actual size of the field because they want to restrict speed is what they want to do. Now, sometimes tonight you will see Ansonia and 2 tight ends and a full house backfield. They want to play football in a very small area and restrict the size of the field so that their power and aggressiveness can take over. Horizontal football, vertical football. You know, one thing, Brownie, one thing, sign of a great high school coach is to understand his team. If you've got the talent for horizontal, that's what you want to play. If you got the talent for vertical, that's what you want to play.
We'll be back with the coin toss and the opening kickoff right after this timeout. You're watching the Premier Health Thursday Night Lights presented by the Cincinnati Toyota dealers.
And the tail, and the head, okay? So you're going to call, what is your call?
Heads.
He called heads, okay? If I drop it, I'll do it again. It is a head, so you've won the toss. Do you want to use your choice this half? You want the ball, okay? Which goal would you like to defend? Put your back to it, please. So Ansonia will receive out this end, okay? Have a good half, guys.
Back for Ansonia, Xavier Moody. Kicking off for the Trojans, Aiden Step.
Keys to the game, Coach.
You know, for Ansonia, they're going to try and control the clock on offense. They are going to try and make this a short game. For Arcanum, spread it out, get all 11 players in the ball. They got to stop the run, though.
Back deep for the Ansonia Tigers will be Xavier Moody, and Trotwine will be kicking it off for the Trojans. Trojans in their...
You know, something, Brownie, I found interesting. Ansonia won the flip and decided to receive. Traditional football wisdom is if you win the toss, you defer. There's 2 advantages to that. Number 1, you get the ball in the second half after you've had time to make adjustments at halftime. And number 2, you get to win in the fourth quarter to kick a game-winning field goal. Traditional football wisdom, defer. Ansonia says, give us the ball. We want it right away. I think that shows you how important it is. The early aspects of this game is going to set the tempo for the entire game. Coach Matt Macy says, give us the ball. I don't care about traditional football wisdom.
This kickoff brought to you by Wright and Schulte. So here we go. That's a little pooch kick going down to the right side. Picking it up is Jackson Shellhouse. And Shellhouse gets up to the about the 37-yard line, and that's where the Tigers will take over 1st and 10. Their quarterback is Ian Schmidtmeyer. Schmidtmeyer was 17 of 30 for 208. Here's the starters, brought to you by Carol Wirtz Tire.
Ansonia, the smaller but quicker team. There's that full house with 2 tight ends. Here we go, Matt Macy.
And he learned everything from you, right?
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Hand off to Moody going around left side, and he's going to get it up to about the 40-yard line. Pickup of about 3. And here's the defensive starters for the Arcanum Trojans, brought to you by Carol Wirtz Tire.
A little bigger football team. They're going to try and exert their size on defense.
Here come the Tigers dressed in their white jerseys with black numbers, orange trim. Schmidtmeyer underneath center. He's going to hand off again. This time it's going to go to Keegan Weiss. And Weiss, has he got the first down? Did he get the first down? Dan, don't know.
Coach Matt Macy's got the biggest smile on his face. They came out 2 plays, got a first down. Running back ran for 3 extra yards. Those yards after contact. Coach Macy, he got a big smile. He knew what he was doing in taking the ball on the kickoff. He wants to set the tone here.
1st and 10, ball resting at the 48-yard line. Full house backfield once again for the Tigers. Schmidtmeyer underneath center. He's going to hand off this time going to Beam. Beam gets into Trojan territory down to the 49-yard line, and it's going to be 2nd down and 6.
You know, Brownie, the philosophy of these run-oriented offenses is this. The offensive line has to get 2 yards. Your back cannot get hit until he's 2 yards past the line of scrimmage. Then he's got to get 2 yards on his own. That's 4 yards. 4 plus 4 plus 4. First down. Coach Matt Macy's happy with 4 on first down.
This time the handoff going to Weiss. Weiss will get up back to the line of scrimmage, and no, he's going to lose one. Back to the 49-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down and 7 at the 49-yard line of the Arcanum Trojans, dressed in their black jerseys with orange numbers. We were here last year, and it was raining. Tonight, it's a gorgeous night, and penalty markers come flying in from all over the place.
Dead ball, false start, offense, 5 yards, 3rd down.
You know, one thing about a ball control offense, you cannot make mistakes like that. Coach Macy, he's upset. You just can't put yourself in this 3rd and 12, as simple as that. You know, Brownie, one of the things, I was down on the field before the game, and this is a huge game. I mean, both teams are really fired up, but I sensed a certain nervousness. Beyond being fired up, I think the Thursday Night Lights adds a lot to it, the rivalry, the coaching personalities. Maybe look for some mistakes early, and the team you can calm down early might have an advantage.
Handoff going once again to Weiss, or Beam, up the middle, and he's going to be brought down at the 49-yard line, so he's going to pick up about 3 or 4. It's going to be 4th down. Ball will be at the 49-yard line, and Arcanum will send back Ian Baker.
You know, Brown, even though they have to punt here, I think Coach Macy might be happy with that first drive. He came out and he established the fact we're going to be physical. They had some very physical football plays in there.
Timeout called. There was too many men on the field for Arcanum.
Timeout. Arcanum, they're first.
So, with 9:57 left, we're going to take a break, and you're watching the Premier Health Thursday Night Lights presented by the Cincinnati Toyota Dealers. Tonight, after the Premier Health Thursday Night Lights presented by the Cincinnati Toyota Dealers, watch Dayton 24/7 Now News at 10 on Fox 45 and get connected. Here's a punt coming down. Nice spiral. It's going to be a fair catch called by Ian Baker. And the Trojans will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Air Shondo. Greatest show on earth up here.
Here's the offensive starters brought to you by Carol Wirtz and Shondaman. Schonnemeyer can throw it.
Yes, he can, Brownie. Oh, empty. I'll tell you, Matt Macy came out in that full house, 2 tights. They're coming out 5 wides. Look how close the wide receivers are to the sidelines. They are spreading the field.
So 1st and 10. Schonnemeyer in the shotgun. Going back to pass, quick pass over to the right side. Has a man open in Troutwine. Troutwine gets the first down and more, all the way up to about the 38-yard line. And that's going to be a Arby's first down.
One of the most basic patterns in football, the 2 outside receivers just cross. You read the corner. If the corner goes with the inside receiver, you throw it to the guy going out. If he sits back, you throw it to the inside guy.
Now the defensive starters for the Ansonia Tigers. So here we go once again with the 3 receivers to the far side, to the top of your screen, 1 and 2 down here. Schonnemeyer over to the right side, and nice catch. That was by Tyler Huber. Kept 1 foot in bounds, and here's a Cincinnati Toyota dealers replay.
Throw and catch. And Ansonia brought a little linebacker blitz. Bryce Schonnemeyer had the ball out of his hand. As soon as it hit his hands, it was coming out.
Pickup of 2, 2nd down and 8. Ball at the 39-yard line of Arcanum. Schonnemeyer once again in the shotgun. Going back to pass, looking downfield, firing down. Has a man open on the far side in Huber once again. And he's got the first down. That's another Arby's first down. We have the meats.
Ansonia's brought a blitz on all of the first 3 plays of the game. Quite obviously, Schonnemeyer is ready for that. That ball's out of his hands the second it hits him. I think that's one of the biggest changes in football is the short passing game. Take what they give you. Let's see if Ansonia continues to bring that heat.
1st and 10. Ball at the Arcanum 48-yard line.
Throw and catch.
9:15 left in this first quarter. No score. Doug Brown along with Jim Place and Andre Johnson bringing you tonight's game from Arcanum High School. Schonnemeyer back, has time, fires over, and pass was intended for Huber, went over his head. And, you know, I don't know if we can get a shot of this, but there are people all over the place. They are sitting on the sidelines. They are sitting in the end zone. You don't see that too many times at high school games in the end zone. I know that Milton Union, there you go. They're sitting on 50-50 raffle. They're sitting all over the place here. This is a great atmosphere here at Arcanum, I'll tell you. Here we go, 2nd down and 10, ball at the 48-yard line of Arcanum. 3 receivers to the near side. Schonnemeyer coming over to the near side, has Troutwine. Troutwine coming over to the near side, now cuts back and gets down to the 46-yard line. Pickup of about 7. It'll make it 6. It'll be 3rd down and 4.
Brownie, as advertised, Air Shondo, take what they give you. Short little passes. That was called a bubble pass. Just throw it out there. That's what the defense gave him. That's what he took. You know, run. I think the run may be a dirty word for Arcanum tonight. They've been empty every play. Maybe a little quarterback draw here.
Shondo will run. Schonnemeyer will run if he doesn't see anything open.
They're very big up front. I mean, huge up front. Left side of the line, 350 and 310.
So this time 3 to the bottom of your screen here. Schonnemeyer rolling out to his right. Can't find anybody open. Now he fires over to the far side, intended for Ian Baker. That's going to be 4th down. So what do you do now, Coach?
Decision time. It's early. Coach Place doesn't gamble early in the game. I'd punt the ball.
There's the Cincinnati Toyota dealers replay, just outside his reach. So I think they're going to go for it.
I do too. What I look for is a route called all hook. All 5 of the guys will just go past the first down marker, 6 yards, and just turn around. Shondo will pick at the softest coverage, which looks to me to be the left end over here.
Still 10 seconds left on the play clock.
Let's see if he throws a short hit to the left split end.
Schonnemeyer standing in the pocket, fires across the middle. He's got the man open that's Troutwine, I think.
That was that cross pattern that we talked about earlier where he just reads the strong side corner. Corner bails. He's going to throw it to the guys, the split end coming inside.
Here's the replay brought to you by Cincinnati Toyota Dealers. That was to Ian Baker.
Coach Schaudemeyer says, I came here to win. We're going to gamble early.
And he's already got 15 touchdowns on the year, 7 last week against Mississinawa Valley.
Amazing.
Schaudemeyer back to pass, has plenty of time. Now he rolls to his left, fires over to the near side, and has Garrett Garno. And he's going to mark it at the 26-yard line. Second down and 2.
Could we see 50 passes out of Arcanum tonight?
Could be. Here's the Toyota Dealers, Cincinnati Toyota Dealers replay.
You know, every pass has been for 12 yards or less. Just take what they give you.
Schaudemeyer looking over at the coaching staff over on the far side. This is an unusual setup because the Arcanum, the home side, is on the opposite side of the field from where we're at.
Apparently that's because they used to have the press box over there. They built it over here. People said, we're not moving. We want to stay where we were before.
Schaudemeyer back to pass once again. Has a man open and Baker. Baker into the end zone. Touchdown. Here's a touchdown brought to you by Donatos. Here's the touchdown. That was Troutwine.
Just a slat pannered.
Touchdown brought to you by Donatos. Every piece is important.
I think the coaches in the press box said the linebackers weren't taking quite a deep enough drop, so they were going to hit him with that slant. Going for 2, Brownie.
Schaudemeyer on the run over to the right side and into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So, with 6:59 remaining here in this first quarter, it's 7-0 or 8-0. We're going to take a break. You're watching the Premier Health Thursday Night Lights presented by the Cincinnati Toyota Dealers. 8-0 is our score. Arcanum leading at 8-0 on a 26-yard pass from Schaudemeyer to Troutwine, and then Schaudemeyer made the 2-point conversion. So here we go once again with Nick Bruns back deep, and it's a kick. They're trying to keep it away from him. Here comes a good run by Peyton Beam into Arcanum territory. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
You know, Brownie, there must be something they saw in the scouting report. They're not kicking that ball deep. They're trying for the squib kick. And what you really want on that squib kick is for them to take some high bounces and go over that second row. That bounce just isn't high enough. When the second row gets it, the result is great field position for these Tigers.
1st and 10, ball at the 44-yard line of Arcanum. 2 receivers going over to the far side.
Look for a quarterback bootleg here on 1st down.
Schmidtmeyer, here's the man coming in motion, and he's going to fake the handoff to Beam. Beam's going to pick up maybe a yard, and that's going to be about it.
You know, Brown, on that last drive, quarterback Bryce Schaudemeyer, he looked awful sharp. I mean, every ball was a spiral, was right on the money. His nickname is QB1. He likes that. You know, his hero is Joe Burrow. And I said, why is he your hero? He said, Coach, he's from a small Ohio town just like I am. He overcame tremendous adversity. Nobody thought he could do it. And for a while at Ohio State, his critics were right. They said because he's from a small town, he could do it. He ends up the #1 pick in the draft. Bryce Schaudemeyer, he said, I want to be Joe Burrow. Small town Ohio.
Schmidtmeyer back to pass, little dump pass over the middle, little screen pass intended for Beam. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 10 at the 44-yard line.
That screen pass is such a timing pattern. You know, the lineman got a hold of the defender for a 1,001, 1,002, and then let him go. Look at that quarterback time to get a little deeper drop. I think they were a little short on the 1,000, 1,002 because, I mean, they were on the quarterback before he had time to even set his back foot up.
6:11 remaining here in quarter number 1. 8-0 and Arcanum leading it. These two teams, they've battled each other for the last couple of years, so 1-point victories by each team. Here's a pass coming out to the near side, going to Moody. Moody out of bounds at the 33-yard line. That's going to be close to a 1st down, and they're going to move the chain, so that's another Arby's 1st down.
Just a bubble pass. Coach in the press box says, listen, we got outside leverage on the defender out there. The wide receiver blocks, throw the ball to the bubble man. Nice 1st down.
Here come the Trojans, 2 receivers to the near side, and Hemerick and Moody. This time a handoff to Beam. Beam going to the left side. Got a little running room out on the outside. Runs over. He just ran over that guy. Okay, Andre, you're in the student section.
Yeah, guys, I'm here with Molly. Molly's got the cowboy hat. She's got the cowgirl boots. She's all dressed out. What was the inspiration behind this attire?
This is just what we dress like all the time, so it was really nothing special. This is just how we dress every day.
So every game day, can we expect to see you guys in the cowgirl attire?
Well, sometimes we gotta change it up. We gotta change the themes. Like if it's more like Hawaiian, we like to black out, pink out. We like to switch it up, but these are our roots. So,
Well, that's not a great sign right there, Molly. How are we feeling about that touchdown?
It's gonna be a good game. That's definitely not what I was expecting right here, but it's definitely gonna be a close game.
Are we worried? Last question for you. Who's winning, even after that?
Okay. I'm gonna have to say Arcanum just because this is where I'm at. These are my people. So I gotta go with the Trojans on this.
There we go. Molly thinks the Trojans are winning. Back to you guys in the booth.
So Beam, a 26-yard run, and here's the extra point. It's up, and it is good as Connor Schmidt puts it through the uprights, and that makes it now 8-7. So here's the Toyota dealers replay. Beam, that's
Fullback base. Everybody just mans up. They give the ball to the fullback. Here he comes. Backside guard pulls. Little trap in there. Dean, he's a good one. He's on a track team. He placed in the league in the shot and the 100-yard dash. So you don't find that often that somebody as big and strong. That's one of the reasons why Peyton Bean, one of the best players in the league.
We could have a high-scoring affair here.
But both teams are doing what they want on offense. This is our offense, and what we do, they're doing it.
So, kicking it off will be Connor Schmidt. 3 receivers back deep for the Trojans. I can see Troutwine's one of them.
Brian Collier's the defensive coordinator for the Ansonia Tigers. He's one of the good young defensive coaches in the area. Played at Fairborn under Coach Eric Gillespie. Coached under Eric Big Play Gillespie over at Richmond. He is really a sound defensive guy. What kind of adjustments is he going to make? They run a 3-5-3 defense. I wonder if he might start bringing a little more heat.
Here's an end-over-end kick coming down. Kickoff brought to you by Wright and Schulte. Here comes... That was Tyler Huber on the catch. And I take that back. It was number 80 and Micah Jarrett. Here's a replay on that. Brought to you by Cincinnati Toyota dealers. Man,
shoulder to shoulder, no helmet. Good, clean, hard-nosed football.
Keegan Weissen on the stop. 1st and 10 for the Trojans at their own 19-yard line. Good crowd on hand here at Arcanum High School tonight. You know, we were talking to the kids yesterday. They were excited, but as you can see here at the stadium, it's full on both sides. 2
great communities. There's that bubble pass.
Over to the far side. And Troutwine has it, and he's close to a first down.
Get the ball to your athletes and let them go to work in the open field. Remember, the Ansonia defense is spread out from sideline to sideline. So if you can get the ball to your skill guys, they got some room to move.
This time 3 receivers going over.
That Brennan Troutwine, he's a 3-year starter. He's got a 4.2 GPA. Already been accepted to Bowling Green. He's going to go there and major in business. He's got his head on right. Brennan Troutwine.
3 receivers to the near side. Sean Amar goes over to the far side. Has Jarrett, and Jarrett is stacked up right at the line of scrimmage, if not a loss of 1.
There is some hitting going on out there tonight. Both these teams, you know, I think they're over those early game jitters because they are flying to the football. Wow.
Replay brought to you by the Cincinnati Toyota dealers. 4:22 remaining here in this. Schoenemeyer back to pass, looking downfield. Now he rolls to his right. Penalty marker come flying in, and Schoenemeyer's going to be pushed out of bounds for a loss of 1.
It's like holding.
So holding against the Trojans. Do you take the penalty?
Oh, absolutely, Brownie. Put him back. Put him in second and long.
Here's the call.
Holding, offense, number 50, 10 yards, still second down.
Referee Dan Potts, he's a veteran. He's one of the good ones. Dan Potts and his crew, all veteran crew. You know, Brownie, referees love these Thursday night games because this is the only game in town. If you get picked for this game, you are considered a select at the top of the officials list. There's Coach Schoenemeyer.
So it'll be second down and 25. That's not too much. That's not too long for Schoenemeyer.
No, they're fine. They practice this.
3 receivers to the near side, 2 to the top of the screen. Schoenemeyer hits Troutwine in and out of his hands at the 25-yard line. I think it was thrown a little bit behind him. So it's going to be third down and 25. Here's the Cincinnati Toyota dealers replay. And just a little bit behind him.
You know, Brownie, if you're the outside linebacker in that 3-5 defense, you got one job. Do not let any receivers inside of you. The touchdown, the receiver got inside, and on that play, the outside linebacker, he has to get inside position and collision the inside receiver. I'm sure Coach Brian Collier is telling them, outside linebackers, do not, whatever you do, you don't have to cover anybody, but if that receiver wants to come inside, do not let him inside. That's suicide.
Schoenemeyer back to pass once again. Looking down, has a man open. He's got some running room. And that would be Huber. I take that back. That is Zaid Shank.
Got inside again.
It's going to be fourth down.
Easy for me to say up here, though.
Yeah. Fourth down, ball resting at the 36-yard line.
Here they go. Oh, this is a gamble. This shows you confidence in his offense. Coach Schoenemeyer says 4th and 5. We'll pick it up. Let's see if they run one of those inside slants. Up to the top of the field. No outside line. Here they come with heat.
Schoenemeyer tried to get it to Shank. Incomplete. And the Ansonia Tigers hold. And they'll take over. 1st and 10 in great field territory.
Yep. Wide open receiver. Coach Brian Collier brought 6 that time. Remember, he's only got 5 blockers. If you bring 6, they get one man is free. That's what happened. But get the ball out of your hands right away like Bryce Schoenemeyer did. That's what they want, but they just didn't complete it.
First and 10, ball resting at the 36-yard line.
There's big Coach Matt Macy. Listen, he went to Arcanum. He still lives in Arcanum. He was a first-team All-Ohio lineman up here at Arcanum. This is a big game for him. We'll talk a lot more about Matt Macy. I love the guy.
And what do we have? A timeout called by Matt Macy. With 3:18 remaining here in this
timeout, Ansonia.
First quarter. If you have any pictures of tonight's game and want to join in on the discussion online, follow us on Twitter at Dayton 24/7 Now and use the hashtag Thursday Night Lights. There's a good shot.
Talk a little bit about Coach Matt Macy. He lives right here in Arcanum, and proud Arcanum grad. Went to college at UD, was an All-American, 310-pound All-American. You know what? His wife, Heather, is a personal trainer, well-known through this whole area. Matt makes a joke. He says, I don't look like my wife's a personal trainer, do I? I said, oh, you still look pretty good, Matt. He's got a great family. His son, Aiden, goes to Edison State. Very proud of 20-year-old Aiden. Molly, oh, my gosh. She's 5'1". She's one of the best athletes. She goes to Arcanum High School. She's 5'1", a great softball player, great volleyball player. His 7th grade boy, MJ, he's up there playing football for Dad at Ansonia. And 80, the 6th grader, she might be the best athlete of the whole bunch. Matt Macy. Wife's a personal trainer. Matt says, I got to work a little more with my wife, lose some of that extra weight.
And out to Beam. Beam's going to pick up about 1 or 2. Went over off left tackle. So it's going to be 2nd down and 9 at the 35-yard line.
One thing, they're in 4-down territory. You know, they're down here. They're going to go 4 down. So, you know, you get 3 times 3, and you're there.
It's great field position for the Tigers. 2 receivers coming to the near side. Beam, sidecar right.
Still looking for that quarterback. There it is, the bubble again.
There's a pass going over to Moody. Moody out of bounds at the 29-yard line. Just a couple of yards short of the first down. It'll be 3rd down and 3.
You know, Brown, I think the common football fan says, wait a minute, the outside receiver is blocking the inside defender. The outside defender sitting all by himself just to make the plays. That looks like the easiest play in the world. Wait a minute, Brownie. You have something called bubble and go. The first time that corner comes flying up, you fake the bubble, the receiver just gives a little jitterbug, and away he goes. You get beat for the big one.
And off the Beam once again. Beam off the right side, busting his way down to the 26-yard line. And he's going to be close to a first down. They may have to measure this. If not, it'll be 4th and inches. And they are going to call a timeout to check the measurement.
You know, Brownie, we had a nice talk with Peyton Bean yesterday. He says, Coach Place and Brownie, I want to be a farmer. He says, that's all I want to do in life. I don't want to go to college. He works on a farm, Kramer's Farm. He says, I work 15 hours a week during the school year. He said, when I leave practice, I'm excited because I can go work on the farm. He just loves it. You know, I talked to Matt Macy. He says, Coach, we don't get to do as much in the summertime as some of the other teams because our kids work. He says, almost every player on my team in the summertime is working a 40-hour job. You know what, Brownie? When you go to Arcanum and you go to Ansonia, the word work is such an ingrained part of the culture. I love coming up here with the people in Arcanum and Ansonia and all these small communities up here on the northwest side of Dayton. They're wonderful people. Work. That's what they believe in. Coach Macy believes in it. Coach Schittelmeyer believes in them.
Here's the, see if you got it. And he is about a foot short of the first down.
Well, we got a big play here. Peyton Bean, he says, I want to be a farmer. I can't wait to go to work every day. Works at Kramer's Farm. There's Coach Macy.
It's always nice to be able to go to a job you love, right?
Oh, yeah, plus work ethic. You know what? That's what this country's built upon. This is America up here. And I just love coming up here. Yesterday we came up, talked to the kids and the coaches, and today we get to come up here and see all the people. This is America. Work hard. You want something, work for it.
Small town football.
Oh, buddy, small town ethics and philosophy. They all work.
I hope the last one out of Ansonia turned the lights up.
Yeah, they're all here, Brownie. Packed stadium. This is going to be a power of some type.
You got Keegan Weiss and Xavier Moody in the backfield.
See a little space there for a quarterback sneak.
As well as Peyton Bean. And a handoff, and they've got the first down. I don't know who got the ball. I think it was Bean.
It was Bean.
That was kind of a strange play because he got the ball.
Quite in sync.
It looked like he was out of sync, but I think it was a design play where he held on to it. Here it is on the Toyota replay.
The snap wasn't smooth.
So it'll be 1st and 10, ball at the 25-yard line of Arcanum. 2 receivers going out to the far side. That's another Arby's first down. And Beam will get the ball once again and get stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
You know, Brownie, we've been talking about Peyton Bean. He's a funny guy. You know, about 3 of the players, we always ask the players, can you describe the head coach? And about 3 of the players from Arcanum, Ansonia said, he's an intelligent man. Matt Macy's an intelligent man. We asked Bean, describe Coach Macy. He said he's smarter than he looks. And we said, well, what's that mean? And he said, oh, Coach Macy, he'll laugh at it. And then more on that after this play, Brownie.
Here we go. Emmerich and Moody to the near side. Beam gets the ball going over left tackle, and he's going to be stacked up at the line of scrimmage at the 25. Going to pick up maybe 1 yard. It was 2nd and 11.
You know, Brownie, more about Peyton Bean. You asked a question. He turned to you and he goes, hey, you're smarter than you look, too. He doesn't think we all look like a bunch of dummies? I'll tell you what, though, he's a funny guy. He says, go ahead and say it on the air, Coach. I'm just kidding everybody. I'll tell you, kids up here, they're fun. They work hard. There's good kids up here.
He's smarter than he looks, too.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Good line, Brownie. Matt Macy, smarter than he looks.
Here's a throw over to the near side.
Lockett.
He has Hemrick. Hemrick still on his feet. Gets down to the 22-yard line. It's going to be 4th down.
There's the Rocket. Rocket is the exact opposite of Bubble. And this one, the outside receiver blocks out. The inside receiver blocks out. The outside receiver comes underneath. A Rocket.
That's the end of the first quarter. Your score, Arcanum 8 and Ansonia 7. You're watching the Premier Health Thursday Night Lights presented by the Cincinnati Toyota Dealers. Back here at Arcanum Booster Stadium, 4th down and 8 at the 22-yard line as we start quarter number 2. 8-7 is our score. Schmidtmeyer has a man open and just over the outstretched fingers of Peyton Beam, and it's going to be a turnover on downs, and the Arcanum Trojans are going to get the ball back.
Got a heck of a ball game, though, Brownie. 4th down, key play of the game.
Here's a replay brought to you by Toyota.
Oh, one more step, Brownie. One more step.
I want to give a shout out to my cousin who is living down in Corydon, Indiana. Her husband grew up here in the Arcanum area. Troy and Kim Blumenstock, watching in on mytvdayton.com down in Indiana. So here we go. 3 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Schaunemeyer back to pass, looking over to his left. Now he's going to run with the ball, has a little running room, and gets up to the 25-yard line. Pickup of about 3. He's 2nd down. Schaunemeyer, he's not afraid to run either. Over to his left, now he's going to run with the ball.
There it is.
Here's and replay brought to you by the Cincinnati Toyota Dealers.
He's 6'2", 195, Brownie. He brings a load with him when he runs.
3 receivers to the bottom of your screen once again. 2 to the top. Schaunemeyer looking over at the coaches on the far side. Schaunemeyer looking over to his left, fires, and in little skip pass.
Coach Brian Collier brought that outside linebacker on heat. Bryce Schaunemeyer read it perfectly, just couldn't get enough info to go. Read the blitz, threw it into the hole where the blitz was coming from. Well coached.
3rd and 7, ball at the 25-yard line of Arcanum.
Well, Brian Collier's given him a lot of different looks. He's one of the up-and-coming coaches in the business. Trained under Eric Gillespie, so you know he's going to be a good one. Eric Gillespie, one of the top defensive minds in the Miami Valley. Great player. They called him Big Play Gillespie.
Good snap. Ball's tipped at the line of scrimmage and knocked down. It's going to be 4th down and 7 at the 25-yard line.
They ran that bubble pass that we talked about earlier. They run it both sides. Quarterback comes out and he pre-reads which side he wants to run it to. And when they were open, just got knocked down.
Here's a Toyota.
The bubble pass we talked about earlier.
So they're going to go for it. 4th down at the 25-yard line.
Whoa.
Maybe Schaunemeyer will kick it. Yeah, he's going to kick
call,
nice.
Brownie.
Nice end-over-end kick coming down. And it's going to take an Arcanum roll down to the 31-yard line of the Ansonia Tigers. And it'll be 1st and 10 from that point. With 11 minutes to go here in this one.
Hey,
in
Brandon,
this first half.
Talk about Bryce Schaunemeyer and his dad. They got in the car this summer and they went everywhere. They went to 15 areas talking to Dad. They got a great relationship. They went to 15 college camps. Colleges all have one-day recruiting camps. Something that's neat, there's a strength trainer out of Troy named Jermaine Hall, and he runs the Jermaine Hall bus. I'm going to talk more about that after this play, but Bryce was on that bus.
Full house backfield. I take that back. A whistle timeout. Timeout called by Matt Macy.
Timeout.
So we're going to take a break too.
Their second.
With 11 minutes to go here in this first half. It's the Trojans 8 and the Tigers 7. You're watching the Premier Health Thursday Night Lights presented by the Cincinnati Toyota Dealers. Every week on MyTV Dayton, we have all the high school football action on Premier Health Thursday Night Lights presented by the Cincinnati Toyota Dealers. Next week, we will be at Welcome Stadium as opponents Tech Golden Panthers will take on the Cougars of Thurgood Marshall. And then following that, it'll be a trip to Troy as the Sydney Yellow Jackets take on the Troy Trojans at Memorial Stadium in Troy. So here we go. Once again, Schmidtmeyer he's going to hand off to Beam. Beam busts his way up the middle, and he's going to be stood up by Troutwine. He's going to get up to the 36-yard line, pickup of about 5.
You, Brown, I was talking about that Jermaine Hall bust. Here's the way it works. Jermaine Hall's former Wayne and college star. He sponsors a bust where they go to different colleges for one day. Where do they go? They go to North Carolina State, South Carolina. They finish up at Clemson. One day each place. If you are a potential recruit and you want to get exposure, I recommend you look into that Jermaine Hall bust out of Troy, Ohio. Bryce Schedelmeyer went out, got tremendous exposure. Went to 15 camps total between he and Dad. They had a busy summer.
There's a handoff going to Moody. And Moody's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a pickup of a yard. So it'll be third. They'll make that Schmidtmeyer kept the ball. He's going to get up to the 38-yard line.
What a relationship Bryce and his dad have. Coach Shondo, what's the best part of it? He says, Coach, we talk football at 7:24. I go home. He says, that's all I want to talk football with my dad. That's what they get to do.
So here we go. Once again, Beam, and now in the backfield be Trendon Spence. On either side. Handoff this time to Beam, coming around the near side. Stiff arm, and out of bounds he goes. And we've got a penalty marker down at about the 43-yard line.
Holding on the offense. Let's find out.
They called it from the back judge like that?
I don't know. Wide receiver blocking the DB, but I'm guessing. Blocking the back.
So we're going to... So they're going to mark it back, I think. Or would you take it?
I think I decline here.
Talking to Schonnemeyer, or
That's
talking to
Coach
Schonnemeyer
Shondo over there.
Illegal block in the back. Offense, number 27. Penalties declined. 4th down.
So they decline the penalty. It'll be 4th down. Here's the play. Brought to you by Cincinnati Toyota Dealers. Right there.
There it is. Oh, you got him.
If you see the numbers, you don't touch them.
Yeah, if you're going to get your called, may as well get your money's worth for it. He got his money's worth.
So it looks like they may be going for it. Schmidtmeyer, I don't know if he's a punter or not. And timeout is going to be called by the Trojans. I don't think Schonnemeyer liked that.
Timeout, Arcanum.
We're going to take a break with 9:33 remaining here in this first half. 8-7 is our score. The Trojans lead it. You're watching the Premier Health Thursday Night Lights presented by the Cincinnati Toyota Dealers. $8-7 is our score as we come back to Arcanum Booster Stadium. Trojans leading it with 9:31 remaining here in this first half. 4th down. Schmidtmeyer. As we have a penalty, looks like it's going to go against Jason Stover as he moved.
Dead ball, false start, offense, number 56. 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
All right, Brownie, are you ready for my tirade again this week? I hate them calling the numbers on players, especially on my offensive linemen. That is the only time that number 56 is going to get his name spoken on the PA or in the newspaper or anything. Come on, give them a break. Stop saying their name on the Ohio High School Association. Change that rule. Take that away from the officials. It's not their fault.
Shank and Banker back deep, and the ball's going to hit at about the 44-yard line and go sideways and be dropped down at the 43-yard line with 9:22 remaining here in this first half. 8-7 is our score. It was a Schonnemeyer 26-yard pass to Troutwine. Got the scoring going at 6:59 of the first quarter. 8-0 was the score. Schonnemeyer ran it in. And then shortly right after with 5:25 left, nice sunset there. But Beam went on a 27-yard run. The kick was good, and it was 8-7, and that's where we stand right now. Arcanum has the ball, 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line. Schonnemeyer back to pass. Now he's going to have to run with it. He gets up to the 47-yard line. Pick up a 4, 2nd down and 6. So, Schoenemeyer, he'll run with it too. He's not afraid to run with it either.
Yeah, that's why a lot of colleges are looking at him. 15 colleges he and Dad visited. UC, Miami, Bowling Green. They went everywhere.
And he's only a junior.
Yes, he did.
So
let the college. You know, young men, if you want to be recruited out there, you've got to promote yourself. You got to go on recruiting trips. It's just part of the game in today's world. Good job by Coach Shondo promoting not only his son, but all of the players.
Schoenemeyer going back to pass. Now he steps up in the pocket. He's going to run with it. He's to the 50, to the 45, and down to the 43-yard line. That's going to be 1st and 10 for the Trojans. That's an Aristocrat Products first down.
Yeah, Brownie, I like that when the quarterback is tough and he takes people on. That's why they teach them to slide, though, in college and in pros. You know, right here, some college coach would be screaming, slide, slide, slide. That thigh is a very delicate thing that he just got hit on.
That's right.
He's tough, though. He's tough. His dad played linebacker in high school at Northmont, then went on and played a little linebacker for Wilmington College. Dad's tough.
First down brought to you by Aristocrat Products. Here's Schoenemeyer stepping up in the pocket again, and this time it was intended for Schenk, and that was incomplete, so it'll be 2nd down and 10. The replay brought to you by the Cincinnati Toyota dealers.
Arcanum rotates the receivers in and out. They play about 6 or 7 receivers, try to keep them fresh because they are running a lot. They're in good shape, though.
Schoenemeyer going back to pass, looking downfield, and right across the middle, intended for looks like it was intended for number 22, Mason Shilton. And there's the replay on it, brought to you by Cincinnati Toyota dealers.
That slant seems to be the pattern they want to go to. They just got to time it up a little better.
So 2 receivers down at the bottom of your screen.
Brownie, you know, surprised it's only 8-7. All this offensive explosiveness and coaches going for it on 4th down. And 8-7 ball game. I thought it'd be maybe a little more scoring.
3rd and 10. Schoenemeyer back to pass once again. Looking down, and he's going to be caught from behind. He's going to be sacked by number 28, Xavier Moody. That's going to push him back to the 48-yard line. That'll be 4th down. Here's the Cincinnati Toyota dealers replay. Here comes Moody right.
That's called an under rip on that rush. All you do is you take your outside arm and the inside arm and you just rip it as hard as you can into the armpit of the offensive lineman and just rip it up. That's called an undercut. That's the number 1 pass rush. You see the pros, that's the number 1 rush they use, an undercut. Something we used to say, if you can beat them, beat them. Don't do all that spinning and twirling and all that. Here's a gamble. Here's
Schoenemeyer looking downfield. He's going to have to run with it. Now he's going to gets loose and brought down at the 50-yard line. I didn't see who got him. I think it was Keegan Weiss got him. There's the Toyota dealers replay. Yeah, brought him down. So the Tigers got it in Arcanum territory at the 49-yard line with 6:38 and counting here in this first half. 8-7 is our score. Doug Brown along with Jim Place and Andre Johnson down on the field. Here comes Moody. Moody's going to pick up about 4 down to the 45.
Go back to that full house, Brownie. They had good field position. Remember, 4, 4, 4. Move the chains. Move the chains.
Make a pick up a 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Ball at the 46-yard line of Arcanum. Once again, full house backfield.
I'm still waiting for the quarterback boot. That's one of their main plays. They love to run. They're setting it up.
Here's the handoff once again to Beam. Beam up the middle of the line and down to the 35-yard line. That's going to be good enough for another Aristocrat Products first down.
Short trap. Hey, that offensive line for Ansonia. Jason Stover, a junior. Evan Hackler, a junior. Colin Moody, a sophomore. Titus Gassner, a senior, and Landon Hyatt, a sophomore. They're young, and they're not that big. 155, 215, 190, 170, and 250. But they are quick and they are tough.
Full house backfield once
Reflect
again.
their coach.
This time a handoff going to Keegan Weiss. Weiss will pick up of about 4 down to the 32-yard line.
It's called a belly play. You fake to the fullback. The front side halfback leads up in the hole, and you give to the backside halfback belly. Matt Macy, offensive lineman at UD. He loves physical, tough football. He was that kind of player.
Did he teach that when he was coaching for you?
He was real tough when he coached for me. I had the pleasure of having Matt on my staff at Chaminade Julienne.
Full house backfield once again for the Tigers behind Ian Schmidtmeyer. A little bit of a mix-up there, but Beam's going to pick it, or get the ball and get down to the 31-yard line.
Eric Wolf, the defensive coordinator for Arcanum. Brolo Heat there. He's a good one, Eric Wolf. You know, I know Coach Shawnee's training him to be a head coach. He's a high-energy guy. Brought some heat there.
3rd down and 6. Ball resting at the 32-yard line of the Arcanum Trojans. Ansonia marching down the field. They got the ball at the Arcanum 49-yard line to start this series. There's another handoff to Beam. Beam's slicing and dicing through the defense. Gets down to the 29-yard line.
That's that short trap.
So the 4th down.
How many 4th downs have we had? I don't know. I've seen a game where they've had more people go for it on 4th down. Usually if you see 1 or 2 times or 3 times a game where people go for it on 4th down, these coaches are gamblers. Coach, this is a no-doubter here.
So it'll be 4th down and 4 at the 29-yard line of the Trojans. So Matt Macy going for it. I think it's going to be Beam up the middle. What do you think?
Look at that short trap. Well, how about that quarterback boot I've been waiting for?
Yeah, maybe this is it.
Oh, they got it.
And they got an offside call, so that's going to be good enough for a 1st down.
Dead ball, encroachment, defense, 5 yards.
So that's going to be
1st down.
That's going to be good enough for a 1st down. So that's another Aristocrat product 1st down. As they jumped offside, that was the Cincinnati Toyota Dealers replay.
I think the quarterback had something to do with that. Gave him a hard count. You know, you hear about that in the pros. High school kids do it too. They go set, hit. They try to draw him off sides with a hard count.
This time Schmidtmeyer in the pistol. It shows over to the
Bubble.
near side. It's Spence all the way down to the 10-yard line. So 1st and 10, and they're going to mark the ball at the 10-yard line. The Tigers have entered the Donato's delivery zone. Donato's Pizza, great call for after the game. Order online for pickup or delivery at donatos.com. Every piece is important. There's a handoff once again, this time going around the left side is Beam. Beam down to the 4-yard line, pushed out of bounds. He's close, getting close to that touchdown to take the lead.
Matt Macy football. Run the ball, run the ball.
Here's the Cincinnati Toyota Dealers replay. Beam going.
Yaks. Offensive lineman get him 2 yards. Running back, you get 2 on your own. That's the philosophy of this offense.
2nd down and 4. Ball at the 4-yard line. 3:29 and counting here in this 1st half. 8-7 is our score. Arcanum leading it. There's a handoff to Beam. Beam busts his way into the end zone. A 4-yard run, so touchdown Ansonia. Beam's 2nd touchdown of the game.
Big night for Beam. Runs hard. He's not little. He's 6'2", 200 pounds. Shot putter, 100-yard dash in the league. Big, strong guy.
Here's the Toyota replay. Goes right in. Yeah, both these teams last week had shutouts too.
Oh, this is a good ball game. Both teams doing what is advertised.
There's the kick. It is up and through the uprights and over the pine tree out and down there. And it is now 14-8 is our score. Ansonia leading it. Here's another look at it.
Just a belly play. Quarterback reverses out. That's called a belly when he goes that way. Halfback leads, fullback follows. Ohio State, Woody Hayes.
So 14-8 with 3:18 remaining here in this first half. Here's the scoring summary brought to you by Rand Associates. 51-yard drive, 4-yard run, and the PAT was good. So we're going to send it down to Andre. Is he ready with the cheerleaders? Or okay. Okay, sending it, going back deep. Do you think they'll kick it all the way down there?
They got a good leg. I think they'll kick it deep, even though they got some good skill guys back there for Arcanum.
So Troutwine back deep as well as Jarrett for Arcanum. Here's kickoff brought to you by Wright and Schulte. Doing the kicking will be Connor Schmidt, a left-footed kicker. You don't see too many left-footers. The kick coming down. Oh, nice pick. Whoa. That's Troutwine. Troutwine has a good move and gets up to the 38-yard line.
If you're shy about
okay,
contact,
Andre, you got some cheerleaders. You got some cheerleaders.
Yeah, guys, I am here with Lauren, Sierra, and Lillian, the seniors on the Ansonia cheerleading squad. Lillian, you're in enemy territory. How do you keep your guys' fans' spirits up?
Just doing like loud crowd involvement and keeping a smile on your face. The band helps us out a lot.
Now, Sierra, last year you weren't really cheering at anybody. There wasn't anybody in the stands. Now you've got a full house on both sides. What is this like?
It's like a lot easier to get more pumped up seeing like all of our classmates out here and them obviously cheering. That's really nice.
And Lauren, how are you? You guys are up on the scoreboard. How are you feeling about the game? And most importantly, who's going to win?
It's really exciting to see everybody out here cheering our team on, and obviously we're going to win. So
there you go, Doug. Jim, a very confident Ansonia cheerleading squad.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Troutwine got the pass and brought it down to the 40-yard line of Ansonia, but there's a penalty marker down, and the fans on the near side, which is the Ansonia side, liked what they saw, I guess.
Well, that hurts the outside receiver. It was the bubble pass.
Holding, offense, number 21, 10 yards, first down.
First down for the Trojans. They're going to mark it back a few yards. It's a full hour of can't miss family fun. Join host Steve Harvey for Family Feud weeknights at 7 and 7:30 on ABC 22. So it'll be 1st and 15. Ball resting at the 31-yard line of the Trojans with 3:05 remaining here in this first half. Three receivers to the far side. Schoenemeyer looking over that way and bounces it just like a little short hop. And it's incomplete. And it's going to be second down and 15.
You're running those short passes. What you want to do is you're going to get a skilled athlete. He can be one-on-one against another guy. Let's say you throw it out there 3 times and he beats him 1 down to 3 times. You got a big play when he beats him. So keep taking shots on those short bubble passes, rocket passes.
Schoenemeyer back to pass, looking over
There's
to
the
the right
hitch and
side
go.
now.
There's the hitch and
That's
go.
Mad. Wide open. That is Troutwine. Troutwine on the move. He's going to go all the way. No, that is number 10. That was 10, and that is Tyler Huber. A 69-yard touchdown pass. A touchdown brought to you by Donato's.
That was the bubble and go we talked about earlier. You throw the bubble, you throw the bubble, you fake the bubble, and off goes that receiver. He was expecting to block the defensive back. Instead, he gave a little jitter step, took off the field, broke a tackle.
That replay brought to you by Cincinnati Toyota dealers. We're tied at 14. And looks like they are going to, what are they going to do?
They'll go for 2, Brownie.
Looks like they're going to go for 2.
Big play here. Who's going to have the lead, or is it going to be tied going in at halftime?
So in the backfield next to Schoenemeyer
Tight
is
bunch. That's
Zaid
the formation.
Shank.
Tight bunch.
Schottelmeyer's going to keep it coming around the near side, and he's going to be stopped. So the extra point is no good. So with 2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining here in this first half, we're tied at 14. Coach, this is going to be a good one.
Oh, as advertised.
Coming up at the half, school administrators and the scholar athletes, brought to you by Wright and Schulte.
Can't get any better, 14-14 and a half, and both teams doing what they want to do. What I find exciting, Brownie, is the fourth down plays. There's the broken tackle. Yep.
Huber
bubble and go.
Broke a couple of tackles and was on his way.
That was called from the press box. The second they see that defensive back is coming up to stop the bubble and go. He also have a play called rocket and go. Same thing. Fake the block, by the block, the receiver is supposed to block it. Up the field he goes. Love it.
So going back deep for the Tigers, it'll be Xavier Moody. You know, sometimes this kickoff brought to you by Wright and Schulte. You know, sometimes they'll spell Xavier like they do with Xavier University. Well, he spells his name Xavier.
Oh,
Xavier.
Now, they've been kicking that ball in a squib kick. Let's see if they stay with it. I would say so because the deep man is on the 20-yard line. The other deep men are on the 30-yard line. They're expecting a squib here.
Troutwine will boot it for the Trojans. Going from left to right. 2:50 left. This time you get to send it down there. Nice line drive picked up by, looks like Schmidtmeyer. Nope, that was not Schmidtmeyer. That would be Caden Edwards. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Ball will be at the Ansonia 42-yard line with 2:50 left. Clock did not move. Scoring summary, a 69-yard touchdown run, or touchdown reception by Huber. The extra point was no good. We're tied at 14. There's a handoff, fake handoff, or handoff to Beam. Beam's going to be stopped in the backfield. That was big number 50 for the Trojans in Eli Shelton. He's a big kid.
Oh, he's a big one. They call him Big Shelly. 4-year starter. 6'2", 290 pounds. He's the heart and soul of both the offensive and defensive line. You know what? He wants to be a welder next year. Remember I talked about work ethic? Coach, I don't want to go to college. I want to make a living as a welder, go over to Hobart and work there. Big Shelly. I want to talk about him more later. He hunts turtles.
Two receivers to the near side. Beam in the backfield. Pass over to the near side. Got Moody. Moody at the 35. Going to be brought down by Troutwine at the 37-yard line.
Well, you had Heath again from Big Shelly. I asked Big Shelly, what do you like to do, Big Shelly? He says, Coach Plays, I love to go turtle hunting. If you see a pond anywhere up here, anywhere near Arcanum, I'm there hunting turtles. He said, I take an old detergent bottle, cut it out, drop it down. And I said, what do you do with the turtles? Big Shelly, he says, well, I eat them. I don't know. You know, he said, have you ever had chicken? He goes, it's a little tougher than chicken, but I like it a lot. He said, it's just sometimes catch them with bare hands. That Shelly, he's a turtle hunter. He's a tough guy, 6'2", 290. Big Shelly, two-way player, 4-year starter.
This time, Edwards to the near side. They're going to hand off. This time going around the right side is Spence. Spence is going to be brought down at about pick up a nothing, and it's going to be 4th down at the 37-yard line with 1:05 and counting here in this first half.
Both teams have one timeout left. You know, I think Coach Macy was just trying to run the clock out there. He wasn't successful. Shondi's going to get that ball back. Air Shondo, QB1. Let's see what he learned when he went to Clemson and North Carolina State.
Back deep is Zaid Shank and Ian Baker, standing at about their own 34-yard line. Can't see the number moving it away. It's Beam. Here's a nice punt coming down. And it's going to take a sideward roll. That was not Bean kicking it. That would be Nick Burns. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Trojans. Ball will be at the 39-yard line.
You know, I can't imagine showing much of a kicking game. It's probably all or nothing.
Attention high school administrators, football coaches, and boosters. If you want your school to be a part of the premier Thursday Night Lights presented by Cincinnati Toyota Dealers next year, let us know. Send us an email. Comments at Dayton247now.com. Schedule, we want to try and get it set by the end of December. Ball thrown and goes out of bounds.
You know, Brian, you talked about teams being on our Thursday Night Lights. I think school administrators have to understand this is some production. John Staley's down there in the booth. All the cameramen, I'm going to talk about them more after the play.
21 seconds left here in this first half. Here's the ball coming over to Troutwine. Troutwine drops it.
We're going to come up with a bubble and go.
It's going to be 3rd down at the 40-yard line.
And let me talk about John Staley and these cameramen, this whole crew. We have a production meeting before the show, and they're talking about working the Reds games. They're talking about working the Bengals games. We're talking about Ohio State games. We got 6 cameras. Brownie, if your school has a chance to be on Thursday Night Lights, please take my advice. This is a first-class production, but you know it all starts with Lindsay Elam. She's a good one.
Yep.
She's the producer down there in the booth. I'm going to talk more about Lindsay after this play.
Once again, 3 to the near side. Schoenemeyer backs pass and over. Oh, he's got his man, and he could go all the way. And
oh my gosh,
it was Shank. Zach Shank goes into the end zone for the touchdown.
He put that ball on a rope right on the money with 6 seconds to go. Coach Matt Macy is sick. Broken tackle on the end there.
So it's now 20-14 with just 6 seconds left.
Well, is that smoke I see coming out of Matt Macy's head? Woo-hoo-hoo, he's not happy.
Kick is up, and extra point is no good. So with 6 seconds left,
I think we got
20-14.
Yeah.
No, it was a timeout?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, well, we got a little break here. Let me talk about Lindsay Elam. We're going to see her on ESPN someday, Brownie. She's a first-class producer. She does everything right, everything professional. Again, if you got a chance to be part of this, schools, please sign up. You know, someday, Brownie, when Lindsay's on ESPN, we're going to say, oh, we knew her when she was producing Thursday Night Lights. Here it is. Bubble and go again. Bubble and go. Give that little flinch outside. The DB got just a little hungry to get out there in the bubble. Matt was saying there's 6 seconds. Why'd you bite on the bubble? The high school kids, that's why.
And Arcanum will get the ball to start the second half, too.
Yes, they will.
This kickoff brought to you by Wright and Schulte. They're going to go for it's a 2-point conversion yet. Schoenemeyer sending everybody out wide to the right. 3 receivers on a trip 3 to the right. 2 receivers to the far side. Schoenemeyer in the backfield, all by himself.
Bunch out here to the right.
And he's going to run it right up the gut. And did he get in?
He's in.
Yes, he did. So it's going to be 22-14.
They put all 5 wide receivers about as close to the sidelines as you could. About the only play they could run was the quarterback up the middle.
So with 6 seconds left, it's 22-14. So what do you do with as a coach for Ansonia? What do you think Matt will do?
Well, knowing Matt, he'll probably yell and scream because he is a high-energy guy, but not really. He'll go in and say, listen, we just made a mistake. They're going to make mistakes. It's a game where mistakes are going to determine who wins this game. Just hang in there, guys. They'll be all right.
There's a good shot of Bryce Schoenemeyer.
Yeah, he's looking strong. There's Dad. Or there's Matt Macy. Woo-hoo! He does not look happy.
Think he'll explode in the locker room?
Nah. Now, you know, here's an interesting story. He said, Coach Place, when I came out of Arcanum High School and went to the University of Dayton, I was a complete wild man. I was out of control. He said, I played that way. Coach Mike Kelly, University of Dayton, made me the man that I am today. I'm going to talk later about the specific incident that Matt Macy told us about. Just an example of Coach Mike Kelly and the effect he had on Matt. He'll be fine. He'll stay cool. He'll represent Coach Kelly.
There's a little squib kick coming down.
Yeah, fall on it.
Falling on it is Ansonia at the 32-yard line. That was Beam that fell on it. 4 seconds left.
Deep, throw the ball. Take a shot.
Unload it.
Sure, what do you got to lose? Other than a pick six, but, you know, he's got some athletes over there also. Don't forget, you know, they're not totally void of athletes.
See what kind of gun Schmidtmeyer has now. 2 receivers coming to the near side. If they run it or if they pass it. There's handoff to Beam. Beam up the right side. He's got a little running room. He's got a lot of running room. Coming over the near side.
He's got blockers. He's got blockers.
He's to the 30.
Oh, my
35.
gosh.
He's going to go all the way. No, he's going to be.
Oh, no.
He didn't get down there. He got down to the 3-yard line. Got pushed out of bounds as time runs out. But he was pushed out of bounds at the 6-yard line. The ball was at the 36-yard line. He went all the way down to the 6-yard line. Oh, my goodness. And that's the half.
That's a little momentum builder, though. You're going into half and say, hey, let's keep banging, man.
So at the halftime, it's Trojans 22 and the Tigers 14. So we're going to go to a break there, Lindsay, or? Okay, we're going to go down to Jason Schonnemeyer and Andre Johnson. They're hurrying up, getting over there. So good half for both teams. As we're going to send it down to Andre with Jason Schonnemeyer.
Guys, I'm with Coach Schonnemeyer. A big play right before the half. What does that do for the momentum and the energy for this team going into the locker room?
Well, it's great. I mean, we were a little bit low there. So, you know, the answer in that situation, guys were fired up. So it's a great way to end the second quarter. And, you know, hats off to our guys to executing that with a lot of yardage. Great job.
Now, you told me walking over here that your quarterback, Bryce Schonnemeyer, he's the one who called that touchdown play. Talk about the freedom and how much he's earned that in this offense.
Well, he's smart. And he saw something he liked. He ran over to the sideline, asked me about it. I said, hey, go with it. I've always allowed him to be confident and build on his confidence, and it was one of those moments, so we're super proud he's on our team.
And last question, Coach, what is your message for your guys when you go into that locker room?
Well, we just got to keep grinding. We get the ball back the second half here. Got to put some plays together, score some more points, just like we talked leading up to it. You know, we got to force them to pass the ball and not ground and pound, and if we can do that, we'll be all right.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Andre. Appreciate it. Thank you.
There's a nice sunset over Arcanum High School. As halftime score 22-8 or 22-14. So that's a nice sunset. I like that. Good
Brent,
picture there.
I talked about Coach Kelly's influence on Matt Macy. He told a story about he was playing at Butler and he ran a defender all the way into the stands and against the wall. And he came back, and Coach Kelly yelled at him. He said, Coach Kelly, I want to kill my man. He said, Matt, you got to play under control. He said, that's the kind of influence Coach Mike Kelly had on him when he was the University of Dayton Flyer. He's fine. He's in the locker room. But don't mistake one thing. He is the one tough guy now, 310 pounds, offensive, All-American at the University of Dayton. He'll have him fired up second half. We got a ball game, Brownie.
So there's some future Arcanum Trojans, I think. Is that Arcanum or Ansonia?
Oh, it's a great atmosphere up here.
That's Arcanum. There's a future of some of the Schonnemeyer troops coming up.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You know, talking about Matt Macy at the University of Dayton, there was a senior a year ahead of him named Big Paulie Conradson, who was an All-American. When Matt was a junior, Matt became an All-American. They had a freshman tackle named Nate Moore. I can't think of any university having 3 better offensive tackles than Paulie Conradson, Matt Macy, and Nate Moore.
We're gonna take a break. We'll have halftime activities right after this. You're watching the Premier Health Thursday Night Lights, presented by the Cincinnati Toyota Dealers.
Time is brought to you by Wright and Schulte.
Yeah, they're 3-0. We're at halftime. Tonight's game between the Tigers and the 22-14 is our score. The Trojans leading it. You can watch a replay of tonight's game on ABC 22 at 11 a.m. on Sunday morning. And I'm sure that a lot of the Arcanum and Ansonia players will be watching intently. So, scoring went like this. Schaunemeyer, a 26-yard pass to Troutwine. Schaunemeyer. What's that again, Lindsay? Oh, enjoy tonight's Scholar Athletes.
The Jeff Schmidt Auto Group is proud to sponsor the Scholar Athlete Award, featured on Thursday Night Lights. We are honored to recognize these scholar athletes from all over the Miami Valley for their outstanding academic and athletic achievements.
From Ansonia High School, Jackson Shellhaas. Jackson is on the football, basketball, and track team. He's a starter on the football and basketball teams, being all-conference in football. Jackson is heavily involved in the church, coaching flag football for the youth and volunteering. Jackson is a prime example of what all student-athletes should be, and he has big things in his future. He is first in his class with a 4.0 GPA and a 29 ACT score.
I'm here with Jackson Shellhaas, our Scholar Athlete of the Week. Jackson, you play football, basketball, and track. Out of those sports, what would you say is your favorite?
Depends on the season. Football right now, obviously, and then we got basketball next, and then track in the fall. So it depends on the season.
Now, I know your family is really big into pole vaulting. Kind of explain what you guys do with that and how you kind of grew up in it.
Yeah, I mean, my dad did it in high school. He was state runner-up, had the Ansonia record. Then my brother, older brother, who's at Cincy now, he did it and broke my dad's record, so now it's my turn. And then I got a little brother that also does it.
Is your little brother going to break all of your records?
I hope not, but he probably will. It's been around a long time.
Now, you also are big into coaching flag football. How important is it to kind of give back to the youth?
Yeah, it's awesome. I did the same thing when I was younger, all the way through 6th grade. I did flag football, so it's always awesome to show the kids and coach the kids, just give them extra motivation to play football in high school.
Is it weird now that you've kind of come full circle with that?
Yeah, it's cool seeing, because I had high school kids coach me when I was in flag football, so it's cool to see it come around.
Now, you got the track, you got the basketball, you've got the football, but you also have a 4.0 in the classroom.
Yep.
How do you balance all the sports and also the classroom stuff?
Yeah, I mean, after practice, you got to go home, do some work. It's not too bad. You just got to prioritize what's first.
Thank you, Jackson. All right, Ansonia, Scholar Athlete of the Week.
We're at Thursday Night Lights. And we're going to send it back down to Andre. What do you got?
Yeah, guys, we're about halfway through halftime. The Arcanum Trojans leading on the scoreboard 22-14 after a wild last-second long touchdown pass from Bryce Schaunemeyer. They've got a lot of momentum heading into this game. And right now, we're going to give Arcanum Scholar Athlete of the Week, Chad Pitzer. Chad, man, look, you play basketball, you play golf. You're actually fresh from a golf event right now. Which one is your favorite?
I've always liked basketball more. I started at a really young age, so I've always been drawn to that.
Now, you told me that your grandpa actually played collegiate basketball. Did a little bit of that rub off on you?
Yeah, after every game, he's always telling me, hey, you missed that shot because you didn't get it high enough and stuff like that. So, yeah, he's always been a role model.
Now, have you ever gotten to play against him? If you guys had like a game of horse, who would win?
I don't know. He was pretty good back in the day, so I'll let him say that he would win. So
okay, that's fair. Now you also have a 4.4 GPA in the classroom. How do you balance the hooping, the golfing, and also the classroom stuff, man?
My parents always taught me to put maximum effort in everything I do, so that started off in the classroom and it carried over to sports.
Now, what's your plans for after high school once you graduate?
Well, I want to be a doctor of physical therapy, so I plan on going to a 4-year university and then finishing my doctorate after that.
That's a great idea, man. Congratulations, Chad Pitzer, our Scholar Athlete of the Week from Arcanum. Welcome back. I'm with the Arcanum superintendent. What a crazy first half. What a crazy ending. How are you feeling right now?
Great first half. I'm going to tell you that last 5 minutes there was a lot of action going on, and we make a big play, and you think it's over. But Ansonia's always tough. They come back, and I didn't have a great view of it, but I was thinking he was going to make it, so I'm glad we got him out of bounds. But a great first half, entertaining first half.
Now, last year, Ansonia won this game by 1. The year before, you guys won this game by 1. So we've got another close game. Do you see this one coming down to the last possession?
Yeah, over the last several years, Ansonia and Arcanum have been great matchups. Two programs historically that have always had great programs, kids coming out and playing hard. Coach Schaunemeyer and then Coach Macy for Ansonia, guys who have been around, great coaches up this way. So, yeah, I anticipate this is going to be down to the wire. Another good game.
Now, I look out here, I see basically packed stands on both sides. I see a bunch of people just sitting around the field in general. We didn't have this last year, so what's it like seeing it again?
We did not. It's great. Well, we appreciate you guys coming out on Thursday Night Lights. I don't know how many people know where Ansonia and Arcanum are up here in Darke County, but it's great. What you see here is what you get in small town football. So you got lots of Ansonia people coming out and supporting their teams, and Arcanum people as well, and it makes for a great atmosphere, and it is. It's great to have everybody back. We're having fun. The kids are having fun. And completing a full season this year.
Now, my last question for you. We saw and we talked about how crazy that first half is. What are you looking for when they come out of the locker rooms for the second?
Well, the fun thing about this game going into it, you had two different styles. We were going to put the ball in the air, and Ansonia was looking primarily to go on the ground. So I think you're going to look to see the same thing. If we can get a couple touchdowns, maybe get ahead, force them out of that ground game, then maybe we'll be set to go. But I think you're going to see a good battle all the way to the end.
Thank you so much. We are looking forward to that second half. But first, we're going to toss to some national highlights.
Kirshner with time. Nice grab and catch. And he breaks a tackle down the near sideline. He will go. Evan Redding for the touchdown.
Secondary. And they look for the corner. Williams! He got it. Yes, touchdown, Saraland.
In my opinion, there hasn't been that kind of dual threat quarterback in the Central State 8.
Lorenzo Williams, the quarterback, fumbles. Springfield High picks it up. Live ball. Touchdown, Springfield High.
Armistead trying to be the hero. Kick is up, and the kick is good. Just got inside the upright. Wow.
Prosser gets rid of it quickly. Ryan Blueball. Hook and lateral down the sideline. Carson Modrak is in for the touchdown.
Here it is from behind. And it was picked off by Eric Lewis. Closer look right there.
They got him in a long yardage situation.
Here's the second down play. Pass to Raw. Has some room. Only has one defender to beat. Gets by him to the 10. 5. Touchdown. Enid Day taking the lead. Lines up in the quarterback position. Drops the ball. Back up the middle. Touchdown. Enid Day take the lead.
Maybe the fumble to him just got messed up the timing.
Back here at Arcanum Booster Stadium, 22-14 is our score as we get set for second half action. I want to talk a little bit about this Ian Schmidtmeyer. He has got an interesting story. You know, we talked to him yesterday, and his great-grandfather built by hand the Eldora Speedway. It opened in 1954, and Earl passed away a couple of years ago, but Tony Stewart took it over. These guys go out there after every race and pick up trash at the Speedway. They get a couple $1,000s for it. That's great. That's a great way to make some money. But I tell you what, Eldora Speedway, it's probably one of the greatest half-mile dirt tracks in the country. And they have, actually this weekend, they're racing right now. They've got the World 100, and they've got so many cars, they have to run it for 5 days.
Wow, Brian, it's a big part of Ansonia. It's nationally known. You talk to people that want to talk about car racing all over the country. Ansonia, Ohio is famous for Eldora Speedway. Hey, Brownie, how about keep talking about car racing? Coach Schildemeyer, Jason Schildemeyer's father, is named Phil Schildemeyer. He was a mechanic on a crew that set the world record for the quarter mile. He beat Big Daddy Gardner in 1973. Coach Schittelmeyer's father, Phil, and his mom, Barb, they're Fairview grads. Hey, we got all kind of connections to auto racing up here in this part of the country.
Okay, we got Matt Macy down there with Andre Johnson. And Andre, take it away.
I'm with Coach Macy. Coach, with the first half, now you came into this game saying you really wanted to dominate physically and run the ball. How do you think that's gone so far?
I think the game plan, we've executed it pretty well so far on offense. Defensively, we gave up 3 big plays, and I guess we have to count on our experience. We've been in a tough game this year, and they haven't. They haven't had to play in the second half this year, so we're hoping that experience and that conditioning is going to come through for us.
What was your message in the locker room to these guys?
It was that they have not been in a battle. We're battle tested, and that's why we're going to win.
Now, looking around here, I think I see every coach from your conference over on the track. Now, what does that say about the brotherhood in this conference?
Well, I think we're all friends in this new conference, and we all want to see each other do well, and they want this to be a great game for the new conference on TV.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck in the second half.
Okay.
Jason, we'll be back with the second half kickoff right after this timeout. You're watching the the Premier Health Thursday Night Lights presented by the Cincinnati Toyota Dealers. $22-14 is our score at the half, and we'll be back with the opening or the second half kickoff right after this. You're watching the Premier Health Thursday Night Lights presented by the Cincinnati Toyota Dealers. This kickoff brought to you by Wright and Schulte as we get started here in the second half. 22-14 is our score. Arcanum will have the ball to start this second half. Back deep for the Trojans will be Zaid Shank, Brennan Troutwine, and a
perfect. Nope, they're marking it short. They're marking it short. They say they made contact on this side of the 50. Going to be a cannonball. Well, it sure looked like it went over the 50. Can we get a replay of that, guys?
That is over the 50, it looks like.
I know where the ball sits, but they say that his knee hit on the other side of 50. Yeah.
Matt Macy is out there.
Oh, it's a perfect onside kick. I love it. His knee must have hit on the other side of the 50.
First touching on the kicking team, first down Arcanum.
There's no review in high school football, so that call stands.
There's the highlights of the first half. Here's a pass to Troutwine. Troutwine went into the end zone. And Schonelmeyer made the two-point conversion. Now here's Beam. Beam up the gut and into the end zone. Extra point was good. Here's another pass from Schonelmeyer. And that went to Tyler Huber. Once again, 3 to the near side. Schoenemeyer went back to pass. Schoenemeyer here's back now live. Pass out to Troutwine. Troutwine at the 45 is met by a couple of Tigers at the 44-yard line. Pickup of about 5. It'll be second down. Make it 4. Second down and 6.
You know, a big part of the passing game for Arcanum is Coach Jason Steffen. He's the former head coach. Listen to this. He's the principal now. And he also comes out and coaches. You know, I love those guys that just have that passion. Say, I want to coach no matter what I'm doing. I want to be with young people. Jason Steffen, he's a good one.
Diamond 3 to the near side as Schoenemeyer's going to take it up the middle and get down to the 40-yard line. He's going to be a yard short of the first down. So it'll be third down.
Jason Steffen, he played for Coach Joe Fincham at Wittenberg. Still active. Principally, he's a coaching. Hey, didn't you like how positive Matt Macy was coming out of that locker room?
Yep.
He says, hey, we're going to wear them down. That's our game plan. They haven't played in the whole game yet. We have.
So it'll be third down.
Positive.
And third down and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Learned that from his mentor, Mike Kelly at UD.
I guess you would really do. You would learn a lot under him. Here's the pass to Troutwine. Troutwine did not got close to the first down, but did he get far enough?
They're going to got it, Brownie.
They're going to have to bring out the chains.
And let me talk about that offensive line for Arcanum. They're big. Left tackle Chase Whirling, 6'4", 310 in the senior. Left guard, Ethan Ryman, 6'5", 350 in the senior. Center, Jacob Rayburn, 5'9", 185. Right guard, that's Big Eli Shelton, Big Ely, 6'1", 290 in the senior. And the right tackle, Peyton Goyen, 5'9", 240 in the junior. They are big.
Here's the, they're going to bring the chains across. See how close they got. You see the ball marked at the, looks like it's at the 38-yard line or just shy of the 38.
Yeah, that route was called all hooks. So everybody's supposed to run. In other words, if it's 5 yards to get a first down, you run to 7. So that in case you get knocked back, you still got a first down. Receiver pulled up a little bit short on that. Let's see what happens here. He always run 2 yards past the first down marker on that all hook
And
route.
he did not make it. He's about a foot short of the first down. Go for it.
Oh, absolutely. Let's see what defensive coordinator Brian Collier is. He going to bring up some heat here and count on Schoenemeyer running the ball? We'll see. You know, we talked about veteran coaches. There's a veteran coach helping out over at Ansonia. His name is Eugene Haney. He was the head coach for 37 years. You talk about a legend up in Ansonia. He still teaches at the high school. And listen to this. He's in the press box tonight helping Coach Matt call plays. It's not like having a veteran like that. Coach Eugene Haney, he's a legend in the Miami Valley football community.
I think he's down below us.
Yes, he is. Great guy. Oh, my gosh. Class act.
3 receivers to the near side, 2 to the top of the screen. As they reset the chains, 4th down and 1.
Ansonia's daring them to throw the ball.
There's the whistle as the clock starts running again. Schoenemeyer is going to take it himself. He's got the first down to the 36-yard line. That's good enough for another Arby's first down.
A lot of action, a lot of fun. Good ball game.
I like these close ones.
Oh, that's fun.
I think the last team that has the ball is going to win.
Absolutely.
So it'll be 1st and 10, ball at the 36-yard line of the Tigers with 10-14 and counting left here in this third quarter. Schoenemeyer back to pass, looking downfield, has time, and almost intercepted by Garrett Stammen. Stammen just went past him just a little bit. We had a chance to talk to him yesterday, too.
Well, he's a big, good-looking sophomore. 6'2", 215-pound sophomore, Garrick Stoneman. He's number 1 in the sophomore class with a perfect 4.0. Very proud of the fact that his dad played on the 91 team. Loves contact. Garrick Stoneman, he keeps his name open. Good basketball player, too. 6'2", 215 sophomore, Garrick Stoneman.
I would think so.
Proud of his dad. Proud of his dad was a Tiger.
3 receivers to the top of the screen, 2 to the bottom.
There's heat.
Schoenemeyer has a man open in Shank. So Shank gets down to the 30-yard line.
Going with a little tempo here. Trying to get plays off fast. But this is a big drive. If they go up 2 touchdowns, get the extra point.
That'll be huge.
Well, I like that onside kick. You know what? The whistle stop tomorrow, they'll be saying, what a bad call. If you would have made it, they would have been saying, what a great call.
You went there, didn't you?
Oh, I love that whistle stop up in Ansonia. Good burgers.
Schottelmeyer back to pass. Looking, he's got plenty of time. Fires and knocked down. The ball was knocked down by Keegan Weiss. That's going to be 4th down. Here's the Cincinnati Toyota dealers replay.
Good play.
He blocked that. Going to not
another big 4th down. I don't know if I can remember a game where there have been so many 4th downs.
How many punts have we had? But 1?
Not very many. Number 1, the coaches are gamblers. They go for it. I look for the all hook here. Now remember, it's 4 yards. We run to 6.
Schottelmeyer.
Bubble and go. Bubble and go.
Pass is incomplete, but there's a penalty marker across the way.
I can't believe that's an offense.
No, that's a sideline warning.
Oh, sideline warning. Okay.
That's what they're saying anyway.
Yeah, you get 1 warning.
So that's going to be a turnover on down.
Brownie.
Sideline warning, Arcanum. First down.
So the Tigers have stopped them. Here's the Toyota replay, and so the Tigers have stopped them. Now we have to see if they can take advantage of this.
Hey, Brownie, the defender was number 27. Let me talk about him. Trevor Hemrick. He's a sophomore defensive back. Right after this play, I want to talk about Trevor a little bit. He's all over the field. 27, Trevor Hemrick. 27.
Schmidtmeyer. There's a man coming in motion to the near side. He's going to hand off to Beam. Beam off left tackle.
Here's what I want to say about you. So, Brownie, as you know, you and I go out every Wednesday. We go to the schools. We talk to the players. Here comes Trevor. He's coming in the game. He runs plays in. 27. I'm at the whistle stop having a burger. One of the servers comes up and goes 27. I said, $27 for a hamburger? She said, no, Coach Place, my son is 27. His mom, Jamie, she's a server there. Dad, Jason, was a 2-sport record-setting athlete at Ansonia. We'll talk more about the Hemricks here in the middle. In a minute. There's that bootleg.
Here comes Schmidtmeyer to the near side, and he's going to get up to the 34-yard line. Pickup of 2. It'll be 3rd down.
So one more thing about Trevor Hemrick. Mom was a ballerina for 14 years, Jamie. So you talk about a great bloodline there. Dad, a great record-breaking athlete. Mom, a ballerina. He's got the best of both worlds. Watch out for this guy. There he is.
Good shot of him right
he's
there.
He's a good player. Mom's proud of him. He said, Coach Place, keep an eye on 27. I love parents that love their kids.
They're probably sitting right underneath us somewhere.
Oh, yeah, she's down there cheering them on.
Coming over to the near
He's
side.
He's going to be a good one.
Is Spence and Edwards. Hand off to Beam. Beam's got some running room, but he's not going to make it to the first down. He's going to be about a yard short.
4th and 1. What's Matt Macy going to do?
What would you do?
Well, I'd punt, but I'm not Matt Macy.
He learned
running game.
He learned under you, though.
Well, he did. You know, a funny story about Matt. He was my offensive line coach. We made it to the Final Four in the state of Ohio. Lost a heartbreaker in the last play of the game to Columbus Waterson to go to the finals. But Matt was the head JV coach. And I want to talk about that after this play. But we got a big play in the game. We're 4th and 1.
Full house backfield.
Fullback trap.
Hand off to Beam. Beam gets.
No.
Yes, he got up to the 40. He got up there. Now they're going to have to wait and see where they're going to place it.
They're going to have to put a credit card in between the ball and the chain here to see where
that's
good
spot. They're going to give them a first down.
Nice spot. Hey, anyway, that's the head JV coach. We had 2 freshmen. One was named Javon Ringer, who went on to play for Michigan State and the Tennessee Titans, and Brandon Harrison, another freshman, went on to play for Michigan, the Philadelphia Eagles. Matt went undefeated as a JV coach. He had 2
I wonder
plays.
why.
He had 2 plays. Give the ball to Ringer, and the other play was give the ball to Harrison. He says, Coach, I was a genius. I was a genius undefeated coach on the JV level.
Schmidtmeyer gets the
pump and go, pump and go. There's 27.
And overshoots. Overshoots Hemrick.
Just think, if they would have hit that, Mom, Jamie would have been sandwiches for everybody, free French fries for everybody at the whistle stop tomorrow.
Here's the replay.
Bubble and go. Oh, he got hit.
So Hemrick went over his head.
Yeah. You talked earlier about quarterback Ian Schittelmeyer and his grandpa. His dad was an outstanding athlete. Played center for the Tigers in '91. Ian wants to follow his dad into construction. He says, Coach, I want to be just like my dad.
Yeah, we asked him if he was going to work at the Speedway. He said no.
Look for his
Here's
dad.
Beam going around the left end.
Oh,
he's got some room. He's up to the 48-yard line. Make it to 47.
Round and pound.
Yeah, one thing about Eldora Speedway, one more thing about Eldora Speedway, it is now owned by NASCAR great and a Hall of Famer, I think, and Tony Stewart.
Oh, that's good for the Miami Valley.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's huge for Darke County. Whenever they have racing up there, big event, that place sells that, and they've got camping all over the place, and good money for the Darke County area. Here's a handoff to Beam once again up the middle, and he's going to be picked up and brought down by big number 66 of the Trojans and Peyton Goying. He just picked him up like a wrestler and threw him down.
Look how big he is.
So another fourth down. Ball at the 46-yard line. It's 4th and 4. They got to get down to the 50. Here's the Toyota replay. He picked him up big.
Not over me. Not over me.
You think you're going to get past me? Not on your life, boy.
They stay with her. 4th down. Another.
Here we go. As the penalty markers come flying in, Beam had the ball, and it's going to be false start.
Dead ball, false start, offense. 5 yards, 4th down.
Want to go on the quick count. Sometimes you quick count, you pull your own team off.
Here's replay. Yep.
Center snapped it early. That's too bad. He's playing his heart out.
So they're going to punt it away. Doing the punting will be Nick Burns. And going back deep for the Tigers, or the Trojans.
I want to tell you something about Matt Macy. He's on what's called the Southwest District Board. They make all the decisions for high school sports in Southwest Ohio. He's a young guy. Usually you're talking about 65-year-old superintendents on that board. Matt Macy, tremendous respect all over Southwest Ohio.
Punt coming over to the near side. It goes out about at the 43. So we're going to take a break with 5:32 left. It's 22-14 Arcanum. You're watching the Premier Health Thursday Night Lights presented by the Toyota dealers of Cincinnati. After tonight's game, get your full first warning weather weekend forecast from Chief Meteorologist Natalie Walters only on Dayton 24/7 Now News at 10 on Fox 45. Arcanum has the ball, 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line. Schottelmeyer taking it each to the 45, to the 50, into Ansonia territory, down to the 46-yard line. That's good enough for another Arby's first down. I don't think I've done it tonight. We got the meats. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Trojans at the Tiger 46-yard line. Time called.
Hey, number 50 is limping around out there for Ansonia. He's a good one. Titus Gasper, 6'1", 215. Boy, he is a great player. His dad, another one of the Tigers, played there, basketball player. You know what he said he wants to do when he graduates? I want to work. Number 50, coming off the field now, a little banged up. Let's hope he's okay. They need him.
Not a happy camper either.
No. He said, I got out of high school. I just want to work. I love the work ethic of the young men up here.
1st and 10, ball at the Ansonia 46-yard line. Schottelmeyer back to pass. Fires over to the right side. Has a man up. He's got.
Oh, there's that hanky.
Pass was to Troutwine, and penalty marker down at the 41-yard line. Looks like they're going to bring that back.
I think they got 2 calls. One's a holding and one's a formation violation.
Yeah, 2 flags down. One was at the 35.
Illegal block in the back. Offense number 22. 10 yards, first down.
As he's cracking back on that bubble, that's a threat that you've got. There's Coach Jason Schottelmeyer. You know, his wife, Amy, she's the IT director over at Northmont High School. They've got another son. Brody will be an 8th grade wide receiver.
Here's the replay brought to you by the Cincinnati Toyota.
There's the block right in the back. Yep. You tell him you got to put that head in front. Back in the back.
First down and 15 at the 49. Schottelmeyer back to pass. Now coming over to the near side. He has a man open in Troutwine. Down to the 35. A little spinorama. Down to the 30. That's going to be good enough for another first down. He was brought down by Caden Edwards.
Watch how flat this ball is. He puts this thing on a rope. Watch how flat it is. See that? Sometimes with a quarterback, when you see a little air underneath it, that was a rope. Nice job, Bryce.
That replay brought to you by Cincinnati Toyota Dealers.
Hey, we were talking about the Schoenemeyer family. Next year, Brody will be a freshman, and Bryce will be a senior. I wonder if Brody will start. It'll be Shondell to Shondo. Hey, they say Amy's a real fun person. They say she's on the sideline taking pictures. She's ringing cowbells.
First down brought to you by Arby's. We go 1st and 10. Ball at the 33-yard line. The Schoenemeyer going to step up in the pocket. Now he's going to be brought down by Keegan Weiss. For a loss, back to the 36-yard line. Here's the Toyota replay.
Hey, I like what Brian Collier, the defensive coordinator who learned under Eric Gillespie's doing. He's adjusted into a 3-6-2 to take away the slant. Football 101, the first number is the number of defensive linemen. The second number is the number of linebackers. The third number is defensive back. 3 down linemen, 6 linebackers, 2 DBs. He wants to take away the slant at all costs. Good move, Coach Collier. It seems to be working.
Here comes Schoenemeyer. Thrown over to Troutwine. Troutwine has him. Makes one man miss. Gets down to the 24-yard line. Be second down and 3. Here's the Toyota replay. Nice little move there at the end there by Troutwine.
I asked Bryce Schoenemeyer, what's your goals? He said, I want to throw for 3,000 yards and 50 touchdowns. I said, 50 touchdowns? He's got 15 already, not counting tonight. I'm betting on him. And the 3,000 yards, I'm betting on him.
Schoenemeyer gets a good snap. Now he's going to step up, and he's going to take it himself. Quarterback keeper up the middle. Gets down to the 15-yard line. It's good enough for another Arby's first down.
The only thing about the quarterback carrying the ball, every time he takes a hit, one of those hits hits that right shoulder, all of a sudden you think, uh-oh.
Arcanum has entered the Donato's delivery zone. Donato's is a great place. It's a great call for after the game. Order online for pickup or delivery at Donatos.com. Every piece is important. Ball at the 16-yard line. Schoenemeyer going back to pass. Flags come down. Pass over to the right side, and he's knocked down by Ethan Reichert.
I guess that's a formation violation. Either too many men on the line or too many men in the backfield. That's not going to make Coach Schoenemeyer happy.
Here's the call.
We got sideline infraction. Arcanum, 5 yards. Second down.
Can't be too heavy with that.
Oh, boy. You just wonder who that's on. You just hope it's not on one of the assistant coaches. Coach is pretty calm about it. Hey, Coach, he coached at UD for a while. Played for and coached for Ed Domsites. I said, what'd you learn from Coach Domsites? He said, accountability. Coach Ed Domsites was my high school coach, and then eventually I worked for him at Alter. Also coached for Mike Kelly at UD. He worked some good ones.
Yes, he has. Here comes Schoenemeyer and the Trojans once again. 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. 2 to the top. Schoenemeyer over to the near side. Has Troutwine in the flats. He's going to get down to about the 15-yard line. Penalty marker coming in. That could be a face mask right there.
I didn't see it, Brownie. Let's see what the official calls. I think it's on the offense. Yeah, holding.
And Trojans are going to mark it back. They're going to mark it back. It was second down.
Illegal block in the back. Offense number 21. 10 yards, second down.
And we just got a shot at Matt Macy. He coached college football for 7 years at different places. Then decided, hey, I want to come home. After 7 years coaching college. Learned the wing T in college, though. Every college he coached out, it was the wing T, which is what he runs now. He knows that offense.
Here's the replay.
Let's see if we can see the block in the back. There it is. Yep.
So it'll be second down, or first and 20. Ball at the 27-yard line of the Tigers. Tigers holding here. They may be bending but not breaking here. Schoenemeyer is going to step up in the pocket, coming over to the near side. He's got a little running room. going out of bounds at about the 30-yard or 20-yard line. Gets a few yards back.
I think that 6 linebacker defense has Brian Stoudemire a little confused a little bit. I look for some deep balls. They're playing 2 deep. I love a pattern called 4 verticals. All 4 guys just run up the field. You read those 2 safeties. You look one way, get them to move to the left, and you throw to the right inside receiver.
Stoudemire has an unusual number for a quarterback at 44.
You know what, I don't know the story, but if I had to guess, his dad was a linebacker in high school and college. You think?
I
don't
think
know.
so.
We're going to have to ask him. I should have asked him.
2 minutes, 2:01 left here in the second half, or third quarter. Timeout called by the Trojans. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, more third quarter action. You're watching the Premier Health Thursday Night Lights presented by the Cincinnati Toyota dealers. Back here at Arcanum Booster Stadium in Arcanum, Ohio. 2:01 left here in this, or 2 minutes left here in this third quarter. 22-14. I thought this would be a high-scoring quarter, but defensive stop, and here's a pass over to Troutwine. Troutwine went right side. Going to be brought down at about the 11-yard line.
And Brownie, we got another 4th down. I can't believe how many 4th downs there are and how critical they are to the game.
Do you think you might try it? Here's a Toyota replay. Think you might try a field goal? Get that 2-possession game?
No. The field goal, the kicker doesn't have that strong a leg. At least he hasn't shown it.
So
big play here. Huge play.
129 and counting here.
Defensive coordinator Brian Collier looks like some heat. He looks like some heat.
Stoudemire looking over to his left, has a man open on the near side, and does he get the first down? Maybe not.
I think it's short, Brownie.
Don't think they made it. That was Troutwine. And they may be bringing out the chains. I don't know. They're going to mark the ball about the 8-yard line. I don't think they made it if it was a 3. And they did not make it. So the defense has held again for the...
What a game we got, Brownie.
Here's the Cincinnati Toyota dealers replay.
Just that cross route, read the corner. Nice play by the coach. Of course, they got 6 linebackers in there. Brian Collier's mixing it up on them. Good job, Coach. Coach Eric Gillespie, be proud of you.
Nice play by Caden Edwards.
Yep.
Make the stop. Now we'll see what Matt Macy and company has in store for the Ansonia Tigers with 1:11 to go here in this third quarter. Handoff up the middle to Bean.
Hey, Brownie, I want to talk about somebody. Lauren Burns. She's a senior cheerleader. There she is, right in the middle of that Ansonia cheerleading squad, one of 3 seniors. I had dinner last night at the whistle stop, and right next to the train tracks in Ansonia. And guess who my server was? It was Lauren. They like to work up there. She says, Coach Plays, I'm a senior cheerleader there. I'm going to go to Wright State. I'm going to major in human resources. Her mom's in that. And you talk about I mean, she gave me probably 7 glasses of lemonade.
There she is. Right there.
Yeah. Oh, she's wonderful. Just a wonderful. She's going to be great in human resources. She's going to be a champion. Mom is in the business. Lauren, thanks. I'll see you at the whistle stop next time I'm in Ansonia.
Here's a handoff going to Bean around the left end, and he's going to be stopped in the backfield. And a whistle and a penalty marker is down. 17 seconds left here in the third quarter. No scoring here in this third quarter so far.
I think this is a refuse because you only go half the distance.
So what are they going to do?
Illegal block in the back. Offense number 8. Penalties decline. Third down.
So with third down, the penalty declined. It'll be third down. 19 seconds left. And running.
We're talking about Whistle Stop. Coach Matt Mason, huge boosters. Said, boy, did they help our program. Good job, Whistle Stop. That's the kind of local community support we want.
And they're just going to let the clock run out.
Good call.
So, 3 quarters in the books. Your score, Arcanum 22, Ansonia 14. You're watching the Premier Health Thursday Night Lights presented by the Cincinnati Toyota Dealers. Join us next Thursday night on MyTV Dayton at 7 p.m. when we head down to Welcome Stadium to catch the Golden Panthers of Ponce Tech taking on the Cougars of Thurgood Marshall. Should be a good one.
Oh, City. I love City football.
Yeah, you coached at Ponce, didn't you?
Love my time at Ponce. There's that quarterback.
Schmidtmeyer rolling around, now firing downfield, and he's got a man open in number 28. Moody's gonna go all the way, but there's a penalty marker down. Moody going down, thought he was going to go all the way down to the 13-yard line, but there's a penalty marker back here at the 43-yard line.
I can't call it, Brownie. I don't know what it is. Offense, defense. Let me see.
Doesn't look too happy.
What do they call him?
You're not going to be here next week for that game.
No, I'll go to Milwaukee. Babysit my grandkids. Watch them play sports. They're getting 12, 10, and 8. Good athletes.
You going to sit and watch a game?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my daughter-in-law, Connie. Connie plays. She was a great high school
Pass
athlete up there at Whitefish Bay.
Offense, number 3.
Whoa, we got a replay here. This is the play of the game. I believe you, Dan Potts. You're a veteran. But can we get a replay, guys? We got one.
Here's the Cincinnati Toyota Dealers replay.
Number 3. See if we can see it or not. There's.
Yep.
Nah.
Yeah.
Johnny, I'm a defensive guy. That's incidental contact. Mike Snyder from Wayne says that's a great call. Offensive coaches. I could have just as easily been on defense. Oh, look at Matt. Restrain yourself, Coach Macy.
He's out on the field.
Oh, don't get fit. Assistant coach, go out and get him. One of the assistants, you better go get him.
He's heading right down to. Now he's coming back.
Okay. He's okay. He listened to Mike Kelly. He learned from Mike.
It'll be first and 10, I think.
I'm a defensive coach. I got side with Matt. I got side with Mace.
Third down.
Shondo says, woo. What a game. Everything is advertised, Brownie.
That's why I like small school football.
Oh, buddy.
Schmidtmeyer takes the handoff, or takes it himself. He's going to be brought down from behind, and a whistle.
Horse collar.
Penalty marker comes down. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. See what the call is.
Referees are talking about it.
Personal foul, face mask, defense. 15 yards, the end of the run.
No,
that's going to be a first down.
No, they're going to repeat third down, buddy.
Here's the replay.
So he got the face mask. Oh,
no,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, well.
Replay brought to you by.
You know what, though? It's an
Cincinnati Toyota Dealers.
Penalty. He's trying hard.
It's also a first down brought to you by.
No, it's not a first down. It's not.
They say not a first down.
What are you doing? Did he get it?
They got enough yardage.
15 yards, I would think so. You can hear him. You can hear the time is called.
Hey, Brownie, well, we got a break here. The Miami Valley football coaches, all the coaches have a heavy heart. We lost a great one Sunday night. I'm going to talk about it after this play. Mike McCall. I'm going to talk about Coach Mack.
First and 10. First down brought to you by Aristocrat. Nice run around the left side.
Mike McCall played football at Chaminade, graduated in 73, all Ohio, went to UD, a standout at UD. Here's what made him stand out. Over 30 years, he ran the youth program for the Altar Knights. All the success that they had there, a part of it was the youth program of Coach Mike McCall. I had the great honor. He coached with me, volunteer coach. Came down every day for free with the Ponce Panthers. Totally unexpected Sunday night. Miami Valley football coaches are devastated to the loss of Coach Mack. Real active in everything.
Moody in the backfield. He's going to take the ball, and he's going to be upended by Schondelmeyer at the 21-yard line.
Sympathy go out to Sue McCall, daughter Kelly, sons Brian and Joey followed their dad's footsteps at UD, star linebackers at UD, just like their dad was. Ah, Brownie, I'm sick. Miami Valley football coach Mike McCall. We lost a great one.
So it'll be third down. Wait, what is it, third or sixth? He got third down on the marker, third down on the far side. There's a fake handoff. Schmidtmeyer going to take it himself. He throws it and incomplete. He got away just in time or he would have been sacked. Pass was intended for Bean. The Thursday Night Lights trophy was donated by Rand Associates. And there's a good look at it right there. One of these schools is going to go home with it. Now they gave that to Arcanum last year because even though we didn't show it, we brought it up there and we had a good time up here.
Oh, yeah. Cafeteria was fun that day.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Brownie, one good thing, defensive coaches, Coach Wolf over there for Arcanum, somebody has CRC on every play, counter reverse cutback, and Sonia hasn't had any luck with it at all. Coach Wolf doing a nice job keeping his players in CRC.
Arcanum.
Arcanum calls the timeout. We're going to take a break, too, with 10:07 to go. 22-14 Arcanum. You're watching the Premier Health Thursday Night Lights presented by the Cincinnati Toyota Dealers. Back here at Arcanum Booster Stadium, we're going to send it down to Andre. What do you got there?
Yeah, Doug, I'm with Tremaine Hall. He's over in Ansonia where Arcanum quarterback Bryce Schondemeyer trains. Now, Bryce is about to get the ball again right now. How do you feel about how he's played so far today?
I mean, Bryce has looked really good tonight. We saw those passes that he made, and those some big-time passes. And that's why, you know, he got some bigger schools looking at him, Ohio University, Miami University, you know, Akron. He's developing. And you got a likelihood of quarterbacks that come here, Braxton Miller, you know what I mean? You got those guys that have come through here, and Trice and those guys from Wayne. But in this, you see that, you know, Schondemeyer is one of those guys who's a great pocket passer. He can do great things.
Now, he already told me that he gives a lot of the credit for what he's done to you. Just talk about his work ethic and how hard he works when you're together.
I mean, he's one of those guys you got to kick out the weight room, you know? You kick him out the weight, you try to kick him out the weight room, but that's the kid he is. He wants to get better every single day. And we got a fine partnership with Premier Health Network, which puts us here at Arcanum High School, you know? So it puts us here from the morning to about 7 a.m. to 11. And if Bryce could stay in there till 4 periods, he would.
Thanks, Tremaine. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Yeah, Tremaine Hall went to, I think he went to Wayne, and then he also went down to North Carolina State and played with Phillip Rivers.
He's a good one. Runs that recruiting bus in the summer. Big benefit for young men that want to be recruited.
Schondemeyer unloaded one, but it was incomplete. So it'll be second down and 10. Ball at the 44-yard line of Arcanum with 9:54 remaining in this contest. They lead it 22-14. Schondemeyer looking over to his left and short hops it. And that was to Troutwine. I wonder if there's any relation to the Troutwine here at the car dealer. So it'll be third down and 10. Ball at the 44-yard line. That was covering a game that he was in. Hall was in at North Carolina State. Here's Schondemeyer going to take it himself and still on his feet. He's got the first down into Ansonia territory, down to the 43-yard line. Here's the Toyota replay.
He's 195 pounds strong. He's been working out with Tremaine Hall. That's that strength. He's a junior, but people are looking at him.
Yeah, that game went triple overtime. Here's that first down brought to you by Aristocrat. That game went into triple overtime, and Ohio State won it. Tremaine missed a touchdown by a foot. Here's Schondemeyer looking over to his left. Now pump fakes, fires downfield, and has a man open. That looks like it's, see who that is. Troutwine?
Garno.
That's 21.
Garrett Garno.
Garrett Garno.
6'2", 150.
Here's the replay brought to you by
fake
Cincinnati.
Bubble. See the fake bubble? Man, they've been going to that.
Nice catch. And the yak afterwards.
Yep.
So it's going to be 1st and goal inside the Donato's delivery zone. Schonelmeyer's going to keep it himself and get down to about the 1-yard line.
I'll tell you somebody's had a solid game is Ian Baker, 13 on offense and defense for Arcanum.
Here's a Toyota replay.
Yeah. Brought the outside linebacker on a blitz, got him in the backfield.
Arcanum has entered the Donato's delivery zone.
He go again.
Schonelmeyer into the end zone. Touchdown.
Oh, we got a little taunting. There's no doubt on that.
And here comes the penalty markers flying down. And
no. Can't do that, Bryce.
Touchdown brought to you by Aristocrat. We'll see what the penalty is.
Taunting. To be honest with you, after he taunted, he did a little muscle thing. I thought he might have got a second one, which would have put him out this weekend.
Dead ball foul, unsportsmanlike conduct, offense number 44.
Fiery guy. I asked him, what do you like most about football? He says, I like being a leader.
So
let's see what Dad's going to say to him.
Here's the replay, brought to you by Cincinnati Toyota Dealers.
Yeah.
He gets into the end zone. Oh, yeah, he did it right to the end of the face of.
And then after the 15, stay with it. Yeah, I'm surprised that wasn't the second one.
So they're going to go for 2, I think. 28-14, 2-score game. So Ansonia has a little bit to come back.
Yeah. Right now, just too much Bryce Schonelmeyer for Ansonia.
Schonelmeyer looking over. Is the clock running down, the play clock running down to 15. Now they go up the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers to the far side. Schonelmeyer looking over to his left, pump fakes, now drives. Touchdown. The 2-point conversion is good, and the pass was to Ian Baker. There's a replay. Pass right to
Coverage
Baker.
Is there.
2-point conversion makes now 30-14. So we're going to take a break, and we'll be back with more after this. You're watching the Premier Health Thursday Night Lights presented by the Cincinnati Toyota Dealers.
Hey, that extra point went to Ian Baker, number 13. They call him Shake and Bake. He wants to go to college and major in IT. There's a reason. His dad, David, is the IT director for the Arcanum City Schools. His dad also coaches 3 sports. He's so proud of his dad. Ian Baker, 4-year starter, loves sports. Says the Olympics this winter, this summer, that's all I did. 13, he's been all over the field on both sides of the ball. Wants to follow his dad's footsteps, be an IT director.
The penalty was assessed on the kickoff. Here comes kick coming down. Moody's going to take it on the one hopper at the 35, to the 40, to the 50, into Arcanum territory. And it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line for the Tigers. They need some points, and they need it quickly. 8:29 to go here in this 4th quarter. What would you do now? You quick strike?
No, Matt Mays he's got 8:29. He's got all 3 timeouts. I think he's going to stay with his offense. Let's see what he does. One more series, stay with the offense. He's had some success. I look for the quarterback bootleg maybe in there. A little fullback trap here. Nope.
Here comes Schmidtmeyer looking downfield, and it's incomplete. Pass was intended for Trenton Spence. I haven't heard too much of him. Here's the Toyota replay on this. And it was almost intercepted.
Yep. Good coverage
by Troutwine.
Playing both ways. I'll tell you somebody playing his heart out. It's number 15, Jackson Schmidtmeyer. He's a 5'11", 165 senior for Ansonia. He's number 1 in the class. He's going to be the valedictorian. Number 15.
Here we go. As Schmidtmeyer rolling to his right, looking downfield. He's going to be caught from behind. And brought down by big number 57, Jason Stover. No, wait a minute, take it back. Jacob Rayburn. Here's a replay on that. Rayburn right there to take down Schmidtmeyer down at the 40-yard line. $7:50 and counting here in this fourth quarter. 30-14 is our score. Third down. Schmidtmeyer back to pass, dumps it over on a screen to Beam. Beam gets into Arcanum territory down to the 46, but it's not close enough. It's not close enough. So it's going to be a fourth down. You go for it?
I think so. And, he's been gambling all day. Why not gamble now?
So 4th down and 8 at the 45-yard line of Arcanum. And coming in with the play is Trenton Spence. As Schmidtmeyer calls a play, and they got 10 seconds to get it off. 2 receivers to the near side. Schmidtmeyer pump fakes, and now comes tries to get Spence, and it's over his head. The penalty markers come flying in.
Face guarding. Call it holding.
Holding against
defense.
That's an automatic first down, too.
Yes, it is, Brownie.
6:42 left. We're going to get the call here from our head referee. As they're going to... Here we go.
Holding defense, number 10. 10 yards, 4th down.
Still 4th down. Wait a minute. If it's 10 yards, he got the first down.
Yeah.
That's got to be a first down because it was 4th and 8.
They're going to move the chains. Hey, Brandon, let me tell you, Matt Macy's got a bunch of programs. He's a tremendous leader. The community race.
Here's a Toyota replay.
A little contact there. But they're calling pass interference tight tonight. Calling it both ways.
He called a holding, though.
Yeah. Talking about Matt Macy, the community raised, with his leadership and some board members, and they raised $3 million and built the Barga Athletic Field. It is state of the art. It's just beautiful. Great leadership. You know, the program Coach Macy does is they have a team meal the night before every game, and you talk about a team meal now. I mean, they had pulled chicken.
Did you partake?
Well, I want to talk about that, Brownie. They had mac and cheese. I mean, you talk about people, when people around those farms, they know how to put a meal out.
There's handoff to Beam. Beam's going to be stood up right at the 35. You're making the 33-yard line. Pick up a 2.
Here's a story about that. You and I are finishing up our interview with Coach Macy, and Andre says, guys, I got to leave a little early to go back to the station. We're still in the middle of an interview. There's a rumor he snuck in the cafeteria. He heard about that pregame meal, pulled chicken, and would our man Andre do that to us, Brownie?
Well, you've probably head down to the concession stand, but they're closed right now. You were down there 4 times last year.
That was a pretty good place.
Schmidtmeyer back to pass, pump fakes, now fires downfield, and incomplete. Pass was intended for Keegan Weiss. So it will be 3rd down and 8, ball at the 33-yard line of the Trojans. Here's the replay, just over the outstretched arms of Weiss.
That's a game of inches, Brownie. Game of inches.
Got it. If you want to relive all of tonight's action, and there was a lot of it, we will rebroadcast the game Sunday morning at 11 a.m. on ABC 22. Catch it before the NFL on Fox 45. And this has been a good one. You're going to like the replay of this if you didn't get to see all of it. Here comes Beam, stiff arms one guy. Now he's down to the 30. He's got... I don't think he made it to the first down.
I'll say this, there's no quitting these Tigers.
No.
They are battling. Beam,
here's the replay. His
heart out. Watch this.
Beam going around left side, stiff arms.
No.
He throws the guy out of the way.
Get out of my way.
It's going to be 4th down and 3.
Hey, at the end of the year, we're going to pick an all-tough guy team. He's on it. He's on the all-tough guy team.
Ball resting at the 28-yard line of the Trojans, 4th down. Is this the ball game?
I think so, Brownie. How many fourth downs? They might have set a record for the number of fourth down attempts.
Schmidtmeyer will hand off to Beam. Or no, that's not Beam. He's got the first down, though. And that was Moody. Got the first down. I don't know. I'd like to see how many first downs that guy they made. So the drive continues with 4:54 to go. And first down brought to you by Aristocrat Products. It's another Aristocrat Products first down.
You know something that's a huge help to Ansonia? Their trainer, his name is Kurt Moneysmith. He was a starting middle linebacker for Capital University. He's a trainer now, but he helps coach also.
Going over to the far side is Trevor Hemrick and Xavier Moody.
Clock is starting to become a factor in the game, Brownie.
Schmidtmeyer back to pass, fires down over the middle, and incomplete. Pass was intended for Moody. Second down and 10, ball at the 22-yard line.
You know, earlier I talked about the tradition of offensive tackles there at University of Dayton, and Matt Macy was All-American. The gentleman ahead of him, Big Paulie Conradson, a tremendously successful businessman up in Milwaukee, coaches. But the other one, Nate Moore, he's head coach at Massillon Tigers now. Boy, they put out some coaches there at UD.
Emmerich going over to the right side. Handoff going to Moody. Moody off left end. He's pushed out of bounds at about the 15-yard line.
Boy, I tell you what, if you missed this game tonight, Brownie, you'd have a lot to talk about it. If somebody hey, did you hear about that ball game last night? There are all kinds of controversial plays, big plays, great individual efforts. This is a good ball game.
Good shot of Moody, Xavier Moody.
Oh, he's playing his heart out. Represent their coach.
Ansonia has entered the Donato's delivery zone. His pitch over to Beam. Beam stood up, brought back for a loss, back to the 20-yard line. Ansonia has entered the Donato's delivery zone. Donato's Pizza is a great call for after the game. Order online for pickup or delivery at donatos.com. Every piece is important.
Brownie, guess what down it is?
Fourth.
Here we go.
4 minutes to go and counting. So this is the game.
Yes, it is. I got to agree with you there, Brownie.
Fourth down. Going over to the far side is Moody and the Hemrick. Beam, sidecar right to Schmidtmeyer. Fake handoff. Schmidtmeyer fires downfield and incomplete. And no penalty markers down anywhere, so it's going to be a turnover on downs to the Arcanum Trojans. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line of Arcanum. Here's the instant replay. Pass was intended for Keegan Weiss.
There's no dying those Tigers.
Nope. 30-14 is our score with 3:39 remaining here in quarter number 4. It's been a good ball game.
Yes, I might have to drive up to the whistle stop tomorrow just to hear him talk about that pass interference call and some of the other things that happened in this game. They talk football there at the whistle stop.
Are you going to take Joni with you?
Oh, I always take Joni. Yeah,
all right.
Yeah. I think we're going to Wright State volleyball game tomorrow night. That is a great show. Going to Charlie and Mary Heldorfer.
Here's a handoff up the middle. I thought you were going to Alder game.
Oh, that's Saturday night we're going to Wright State. We're going to Alder Hoban tomorrow night with a bunch of my UD friends. Hey, Titus Gasper, middle linebacker for Ansonia. He's hurt. He can barely walk. Hey, he's not coming off the field. He's a senior. He's a tough guy. Way to play, Titus. Way to be a leader.
I want to thank everybody up here at Arcanum for a great time.
Oh, A.D. Abby Moore. She's a good one.
Yeah, she's been out here since 5 a.m.
Oh, she's a good head women's basketball coach. They got a powerhouse women's basketball program here.
I'd like to see them in Bradford.
Oh, yeah.
Here's a handoff. Going to Shank. Shank gets the first down up to the 30-yard line. That's going to put the nail in the coffin right there.
Yeah.
That first down brought to you by Aristocrat Products. It's another Aristocrat Products first down.
Coach Matt Macy, these are the kind of games where you go home and Saturday morning you look at the film and you go, are you kidding me? get beat on a bomb with 6 seconds left, had that controversial pass interference call. But they called it tight both ways on that pass interference.
Oh, yeah.
So I can't complain. It's both ways.
Once again, sidecar right is Zaid Shank. 2 receivers to either side. Hand off to Shank once again. They're going to keep it on the ground. Ball takes it up to the 30-yard line, and that's timeout called by Ansonia with 2:13 remaining here in
timeout. Ansonia.
That'll be their first timeout. They've got 2 left with 2:13 to go.
There's Shondo talking to his team. A lot of passion. Took my graduate classes. Taken all my graduate classes on character education. Big character coach, both coaches. Matt Macy's taken my graduate classes. I love teaching character education classes to coaches and teachers.
Oh, Andre's got the trophy in hand. So he's ready to give it. Looks like it's going to go to the. There he is with the trophy. Don't run away with it now, Andre. He's not listening to us.
Hey, how about offensive line coach for Arcanum? T.J. Powers, former head coach at Greenville, said he and Coach Schoedemeyer worked in Matt Light camp together for a lot of years and struck up a big friendship. Called him up, says, hey, I need you, T.J. No more coaching at Greenville. Come on out here to Arcanum. Boy, he's a good one. T.J. Powers.
There's the cheerleaders for Arcanum. Did a fine job this morning on the early morning news. Dayton 24/7 now in the morning. The band, the players, Jason Schoedemeyer did a good job. Hand off once again. Going up the middle is Shank. Another timeout. Second timeout called by Ansonia. They've got 1 left with 2:06 to go.
Ansonia, they're second of the half.
Be sure to join us next Thursday night with the Ponitz Tech Golden Panthers and the Thurgood Marshall Cougars. And I tell you what, I've been down at Ponitz, and that is one heck of a place. I haven't been over to Thurgood. I was over there for a basketball game, but I never got a tour. But there's we'll be there next Thursday night at Welcome Stadium, the Ponitz Tech Golden Panthers and the Thurgood Marshall Cougars. What was the only school in the there's only 2 schools that were not named after animals in the Dayton Public Schools. You know what they were?
Well, obviously David Ponus Prep.
No. No, they weren't. The nickname was after an animal.
Oh, you got me, Brownie.
Roosevelt Teddies.
Oh, yeah.
After Teddy Roosevelt. Yeah. And the Wilbur Wright Pilots.
Yes, you're right. Brownie, my man with trivia.
Yeah. You can't stump me on nicknames around here.
There's Shondo. He and Matt Macy are good friends. They talk all the time.
Yeah, I'll be at the Dixie Tri-County North game tomorrow night. And they're...
I don't know. I don't like to see that.
Flag on the play, and who's it going against?
That'll do it. We got to take a knee time.
2 minutes to go, or 2:08 to go.
Dead ball. Encroachment. Defense. 5 yards.
Yeah, I said to my man Matt Macy, I love Matt. He coached for me. He's a UD guy. I said, Matt, is it tough living in Arcanum when his daughter goes to school? You know what, though? He's got the kind of personality. He likes everybody. Everybody likes him. He's just got that personality. Very few people can pull that off. He can.
Here's a handoff from Schoedemeyer is going to take it himself, and he's going to get to the 41-yard line, make it the 42. And Ansonia is going to take their final timeout with 1:48 left here in this
timeout.
First half, or fourth quarter.
Ansonia, that's their third and final of the half.
And congratulations to Arcanum. Hard fought, good win, exciting, big plays, more 4th downs in a game than I can ever remember. Made or not made, I can never. It just shows how hard these teams are battling. Hey, Matt Macy, though, you keep your head up high. You got a good team. They battled. They played physical football. You know what? At halftime, Matt Macy said, a mistake here, a mistake there. It's anybody's ball game. You're right, Matt.
That's
You're
right.
going to have a good season. 6-4 his first year, 7-2 his second year on the Southwest board. He's one of the top guys in the Southwest Ohio.
Tonight after the Premier Health Thursday Night Lights presented by the Cincinnati Toyota Dealers, watch Dayton 24/7 Now, news at 10 on Fox 45 and get connected with Adam and Megan.
Hey, how about the young people up here? They got a good sense of humor.
Oh,
That young lady said, we dress like this all the time. the young man from Ansonia said his coach is smarter than he looks. They got good sense. People up here like each other.
Oh, yeah.
It's good country. Work hard, like each other, have a good time. Play football.
$1:50 left here. Schonelmeyer, they're still fighting. Get up to the 42-yard line. That's going to be third down. Brought down by Beam. So the Ansonia Tigers are going to fall to 2-2 on the year. And
I'm sure we got to go with Shondo for player of the year, player of the game. But I'll tell you what, old Bean over there on defense, the future farmer, he has played his heart out. Good job.
Ansonia will fall to 2-1 in the conference, 2-2 overall. Arcanum will improve to 3-0 in the conference, 4-0 overall. And
you got Tri-Valley sitting out there for both of them.
That's right.
Robert Burke, boy, he's a great young coach.
But their quarterback was hurt.
Yeah, that's a sad story. All Ohio basketball, all Ohio baseball. They say he might be back. I'm hearing rumors, but you never know.
Might be.
Yeah.
One more play, and that's going to probably do it. Is Schonelmeyer coming over to talk to his dad.
Fourth down. If they go for it, they broke the record for fourth down attempts.
Clock running with 20 seconds left on the play clock. 32 overall on the game clock.
You know, Brownie, one of the things about us going out and seeing the kids on Wednesday, talking to coaches, every week I love for the team that wins, but it breaks my heart for the team that loses.
Yeah.
You know, you get to know them. You know how great kids they are, how hard they play. Of course, Mace is one of my guys. I love him to death. You know, I root for Sean. He's taking my class, knowing him.
Timeout, Arcanum. That's their fourth and final of the half.
That's their Arcanum's final timeout. With 13 seconds left. We do take a knee. No, not with fourth down.
Yeah. Who took timeout?
Yeah, took a timeout. There you see the cheerleaders and the fans over on the
cowboy hats on. They got character.
Yeah.
That young lady was a character. Oh, we dress like this all the time. They're funny.
They'll be hoisting the trophy here in about 13 seconds.
You know, this might be a sportsmanship timeout. Like, hey, listen, you know, on that one play where the offensive lineman got blasted, maybe Shondo's telling him, be cool, don't do anything crazy, let's just snap the ball.
I think it's going to be a good Western Ohio Athletic Conference.
Oh, gosh. You throw Tri-Valley's in there, and Preble's showing he's strong this year.
Yeah.
Nice team.
So, looks they're not going into victory formation either. They got to try and keep the ball alive for 13 seconds. Schonelmeyer, he's going to go running back. He's all the way back to the 10. 8, 7. Now he fires deep and out of play and tried to hit one of the cheerleaders and can't do so. But there's just 3 seconds left. And Ansonia's going to take over with the final 3 seconds. And maybe Schmidtmeyer's going to try and send it into the end zone. Try to make it... try to get that extra, make it a 9-point win, or 9-point game. Sorry about that. 3 seconds left. Ball at the 41-yard line.
Not so sure Coach Macy liked that last time out. Not sure. Yep.
Beam going over to the right side. Coming over to the near side is Hemrick. They fire it down, and it goes over the head of Beam, and that's going to do it.
Good ball game.
Your final score.
Good ball game.
Arcanum 30 and Ansonia 14. We're going to take a break. Be back with the trophy presentation right after this. You're watching the Premier Health Thursday Night Lights, presented by the Cincinnati Toyota Dealers. Back here at Arcanum Booster Stadium, your final score, Arcanum 30 and Ansonia 14. Now down to Andre Johnson with a very happy Arcanum Trojans and the trophy presentation.
Yeah, guys, see, last year they told me that Ansonia beat them by 1. Year before that, they beat Ansonia by 1, and they promised me that this was not going to be a 1-point game. They were going to make a statement tonight, and they did that. Congratulations, Arcanum. You guys earned this trophy. Yeah! Hey guys, we're joined by Arcanum head coach Jason Schaunemeyer. You guys went into the locker room. I don't know what you told them, but that defense came out on fire. You shut them out in the second half. What happened?
I'll tell you what, our defenses rose up all year long. And you know what? There's so much talk, and I'm so proud of them because there's so much talk about our offense, but our defense is not too shabby. I mean, they run to the ball. And they make plays when they have to. So I'm really proud of those guys stepping up against a team that believes in 4 yards in a cloud of dust over and over and over again. They've been doing it since the late 70s, so they know what they're doing over there. So I'm just proud as all get out for these guys.
Now, obviously, football can be a game of momentum, and you guys really swung that momentum with that big touchdown at the end of the half. How do you think you capitalized on that coming out of the locker room?
I think the number one thing was confidence. I mean, we lost a heartbreaker to this team last year, and right at the end of regulation. So, for us, it was confidence. And our guys, you could see it in their faces. They were excited about being back out there and having the opportunity. And what a great atmosphere tonight, too. I mean, it was a packed place tonight. So two small-town communities playing their hearts out. So I'm proud to be a part of it.
Thank you, Coach. Congratulations on the win. I know you guys are going to enjoy that tonight.
I appreciate you guys coming up, as always. It's awesome.
No problem. Have a good one. Back to you guys.
30-14 was our final score. I tell you what, small town football, it doesn't get any better than this. I tell you, those guys, both teams played their hearts out big time. So congratulations to Jason Schaunemeyer and the Arcanum Trojans and Matt Macy. Hey, they got a good season ahead of them, and so good luck to them. And so we want to say good night from Premier Health Thursday Night Lights, presented by the Cincinnati Toyota dealers. Join us next Thursday night at 7 p.m. at Welcome Stadium when the opponents Golden Tigers take on the Cougars of Thurgood Marshall on MyTV Dayton. Now stay tuned for back-to-back episodes of Law & Order Criminal Intent on MyTV Dayton. Good night from Arcanum High School and Arcanum.